company is Black Series Edition LLC, Crystal Edge Technology Screens, and FLE-BT. Yeah, we got another certified screen coming through soon. Um, just found out about something new last night. That's why I said those forum sites, freaking amazing, absolutely amazing, because we get so much information, lots of feedback on things we need to know at the end of the day, on things that help our company to grow, and on top of that stuff we get to learn from other people. So this is what I love about these particular sites, because again, it's not a lot of people trying to slam you at the end of the day. We learn a lot from these forum sites. And we just found out there's another certified screen floating around that I completely didn't even know even existed. So we're going to pick it up. This is what I'm talking about. This is what you should be seeing. When it comes to getting other screens to see how your technology pans out, this is how it's done. You don't go out and you don't slam other screens and just try to make them look bad. You'll never know what your technology is capable of doing. The best way to do this is to challenge these companies and follow through on putting your order through. So when I go contact these companies, we have no nonsense, no headaches. It's just give us the information, where you want it shipped at, and boom, it's here. That's the way it's supposed to be. If I have to go through a circus ride with you, I'm not going through the circus ride with you. So we should never have that problem. Anytime I have to go buy something, all these companies we do business have 100% confidence in their products. That's what I love. The forum sites is refreshing because I go on there and I can talk to all different kinds of people. We can post our products. We're not getting hit with a whole bunch of crazy nonsense at the end of the day. These are people that are looking over our stuff carefully, doing the research on our products, not going by other people's false opinions. And they're coming back to us and say, hey, what other information do you have on this product? That's how it's supposed to be. Not cutting someone down the first minute you find something that you think that, it can be falsified. Do more research. And that's what I love about on these different sites. So on this site, fishing around, talking to other people, and somebody said, hey, you ever heard of this screen before? And I'm like, no, I have not heard of this other screen before. They said, well, they got a black screen. And I'm like, really? And they were like, okay, so contact them, reach out to them, get the service down here. That's how I found out about smarter screens. I didn't even know even smarter screens, smarter surfaces, didn't even exist until I went searching for it. Now, like I said, if you spend your time bullying and hating other screens, you get nowhere in life, because again, you cheat your technology. In top of that, if you're falsifying demonstrations to become on top, you also definitely cheat your technology. You will never know the true potential of what you have unless you do an honest demonstration. If the screen beats you, then guess what that tells you? Then you got to work harder to make a better screen. Don't hate the screen for like years on end, because again, not good at all. Now, from a couple of companies that were showing up, actually we're on Vivistorm, we're on their site showing off our technology. Are they hating on us? No. Did they ban us? No. Actually, they're communicating with us. They're asking us questions about the product because they want to know about it. They want to learn about it. And again, them rising screens, those floor screens they have, a rise off the floor. Oh, I would love to know about that technology in the day. I would love to know about what it costs, how to design one, so and so and so. So it's companies sharing information back and forth. That's what we do. That's what I love about it. I would love to be able to open up my channel, have people come in and chat, talk, share their ideas and point of views and stuff like that. That would be fantastic. Really would. But right now we got the certified coming in, and we're going to build a screen for $4. I know that sounds absolutely insane, but we're going to do it. $4. It's going to be an FLE coated, sprayed on application. We can do it fast, do it quick, and display it, and be done. I got the Sony. I got to go to storage and pick up the Sony 1000 lumen projector, the CS4, which I found out takes a lamp, which I got to go in it. I know my lamp's good, but I still got to take apart that projector because I really need to clean the inside of it. God knows what's in there at the end of the day. And we got the Sony VPL FH36 coming in. That's the big boy. That one has 5200 lumens. Yeah. Just white screen won't generate off that thing for nothing. We're not even going to bother. And the reason why we're not going to bother with the gray screen, and I tell you why. I told you before, we don't see any of them. When we go out there, it's all white screens. We go buy white screens all the time. And on the forum sites, we saw a few of them, but these are certified gray. They're not screen paint gray, they're certified. So really don't see a lot of them. Mostly we just see either the mixtures and we see the big boy certifies. That's what we see. And pretty much everybody's drooling for the big boys. That's what they want. They want the big screens, the certified screens, the DMP Supernovas, the elite screens. They want the top screens, you know, and that's where we have to basically show where our technology has an advantage point, because again, those are the screens that we're challenging at the end of the day. Those are the ones we get the credit for. So we just showed off the label for our new black silver. Yeah, it's going to be a black silver. We're going to have several different shades we're working on. I had somebody in different forum sites where I'm like, how come you guys don't make different shades? Because that'd be pretty cool. If you can make something like that, like in a gunmetal, like we do have a gunmetal coming out. He said, oh, okay. Or we got anything lighter than the gunmetal? Because gunmetals are really, really dark. I told you, a true, real gunmetal, a good one, looks almost black. You can mistake them for black screens. And I said, yeah, we have actually kind of a black silver coming out. And they were like, really? And I said, yeah, we showed them the labels and everything. So, okay, let me know when it comes out, and we'll go pick it up. So, like I said, it's going to do quite well. That's why we removed a lot of stuff on the updates. We actually removed the paint was supposed to have 1,000. That's never going to happen. Like, never, ever going to happen. We'll be way over that mark right there. So that was removed. And we made it worldwide shipping because a lot of people we're talking to are in different countries that we're having conversations with. So I just met a few people from Italy that were over there. That's when the guy was telling me about this other screen that's black, and I was like, oh, awesome. So, you know, I'm gonna go pick it up, get it down here, and we'll check it out. Wow, another black screen. That is freaking fascinating. That's exciting. I'm happy about that. No, I'm not. People say, oh, no, I'm not afraid. I'm happy about it. I'm excited. I'm really excited about it. Get a chance to see exactly what kind of technology they have at the end of the day. That's why I want to get to a point I can get samples of my technology and send it out. Oh man, I would love to get one of those brochures, the way they set it up, there's samples in there. Definitely going to be doing samples on our technology. With the screens we have coming out, the physical screens. So that way we can have people check it out, do what they like, and send it here, send it there, you know what I mean? And I do want to work on getting a certification for our screens also too, because I do want a certification mark. So there's a lot of stuff we're working on. Today we are going to be doing the demonstration. It is raining like cats and dogs. Jeez, I should have went and got it yesterday. I got to go pick up tape because I don't have tape at all, period. And I was right there at the store, got everything except for what I came up there to get. Yeah, that's usually how it is. So we're going to test the, I got to learn to say that company's name right. I swear I keep butchering the screen. Parallax, I think it is. I'll get it right. I butchered it the last time. I'm going to learn to say it. But anyway, yeah, we're going to be doing tests on that. I have a lot of people asking about that one. Again, it's a whopping $6,000 projection screen. And it's going to go against our $4 projection screen that we're going to design and coat with our technology. We just posted the Diamond, the zero edge panel. And we got people in there talking about, wow, it's amazing how that technology compared to that particular screen. And that's what we want to basically start pushing our technology on doing our tests against the high certifieds, as we've been doing for a long time, to show that, you know, this is our difference versus their product back and forth, you know, as we want to do. I'm not going to do the whole, because it's a waste of time. When you get a chance to sit down and evaluate exactly what you need to do, to go out and entertain products that are not in your category, it's a waste of our time. It really is. I'm not going to basically waste my time on great paints at the end of the day. You know, you can take it any way you want. You're not in their category. You don't stand in their category. I'm seeing that. I don't even know why I even bothered to entertain it. But again, like I said, when people cross certain lines, you do have to basically get that taken care of, as we did. But other than that, we are not in your category. Please stop thinking we're in your category. You can't reach the Infinity One. So can't reach that Infinity One plateau, you're not on the level. That's it. The gunmetals can't reach it, but at least at the end of the day, it's a high-end certified screen. It has a lot of backing behind it, and on top of that, if you're able to take one of those out, your product jumps automatically through the roof. I'm trying to figure out what else I need to get there's another certified screen. I do want the Dragonfly. I want to see what that looks like, especially against the gunmetal technology. We need as many of these as possible for gunmetal technology. Oh, Dark Star 9. I'm picking up my Dark Star 9. It's in storage. It's definitely in storage. So I have the Dark Star 9 long throw, and I'm picking up the Dark Star 9 on Elite screens for their short throw. I'm going to do ultra short throw. Because again, ultra short throw is where it's at when it comes to the projectors now. And I want to be able to show that our technology does both. You don't have to have a special screen, which I have to go order a special screen. This is me on my sites right now, having my conversations back and forth with my people. And this is me doing a ton of research, looking for stuff. This is what I do. I go hunt for other screens to see exactly what we can find out new and to challenge against our products. Let's see. I need to go to my Wix place and... Yeah, I know. I said it was my last update, but yeah, I literally forgot that I have to put the portraits in and I have to put the acoustics. But I think the acoustics, I'm going to do them differently. The acoustics, a buddy of mine has a sound studio, so we want to do the acoustics in a sound studio. All this stuff that we have to do, we have to go beyond. When we do videos on YouTube, and we do a lot of them, but the demonstrations that we have to do now have to be way beyond the demonstrations we're doing. They have to be completely out of the box, because this forum site I'm on, man, they're beasts over there at the end of the day. Like I said, you can't come correct in there. Don't come at all, period. Don't bring in any mumbo jumbo, whatever. They can spot you a mile away. So you have to know what you're talking about when you're in there. Right now, I'm actually in several different areas getting educated on CRT projectors because I'm really fascinated by the CRTs. And there's some people in there, some old school guru freaking on those old projectors back in the day. And they're basically, I'm educating and learning about these projectors. Because what happens if I happen to come across one of these machines and people are asking me about projection and I don't know anything about it. So that's why I'm in there learning. So we're not in there walking around like, oh, we got the most best power. No. I'm in there low key. I'm in there acting as if I don't know much, but I do know something. At the end of the day, you got to come half glass. Can't come full glass in there. And so much stuff we're learning while we're in there. But the CRTs, I'm like, gee, I'm studying that with some other fellows showing me that. I said, well, wait a minute. I don't run anything that runs off BMC. He says, no. They got all kinds of adapters for that. You can get BMC to VGA, and I think there's one to HDMI. And I'm like, really? He said, yeah. So he's teaching me like the manual, all that stuff, what I got to do and everything. It's pretty cool. So if I get a chance, I'm going to get one. I've been trying to get a CRT, but the scary thing about it was I don't know much about this projector. So I don't know how to navigate the menu or anything like that. So that's why I'm over there learning all this stuff from people who know about this stuff. So learn about a lot of things over there. Another page I'm at is basically studying the LCD screens that they use for advertisement. Again, we got ad tech coming out. I need to know exactly what I'm dealing with. If I'm dealing with the decal stickers that they put on usually windows and stuff, that's easy. These other screens at the end of the day, yeah, you're going to have to be ultra short throw if you're definitely going against one of these things at the end of the day. Because again, this is something that can be placed against the wall, turn it on, that's it, comes on and that's it. So we're definitely going to be doing more research on ultra short throws and basically fusion light energy. Definitely going to have to do that. It's much cheaper. It's much cheaper. I talked to a guy based on them things, they're about 100,000 and more. So yeah, definitely a lot of money. But the fun part about it is with the FLE and the newer technology coming out, we're going to build some projection screens out of the most craziest things you've ever seen in your entire life. And it's going to be cheap. It's going to be really cheap to put these things together. We done fixed frame screens to death. We done motorized. We're going to do some motorizers. I'm definitely going to do some motorizers. But we're going to show you how easy it is to paint cannons, different paint cannons. We're going to be using the sprayer applications on different forms of surfaces that you can use for projection screens, stuff like that, which I have to design on the other new website, which we have under the FLE technology. You'll be seeing all kinds of cool stuff. There'll be a section in there where you can go and you can check out on how to build stuff, where to get it from, stuff like that. So we can show you how to utilize everything, you know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna build a projection screen costing us $4. That's it. When the Infinity 7 launches, we're gonna turn bed sheets into OLED screens. I can't wait for that. It's gonna be fun. Doing white bid sheets. We can do some white ones, some purple ones. Doesn't make a difference. Just code them anything we want and just basically convert those and put those against certified. So that's going to be our main point on when we do our paint on demonstrations. Is the minute we paint the screen, we put it against a $5,000 or $6,000 projection screen, because they hit the high points in there. Oh man, and early. I'm in early because I have so much. Anytime I come on this early, I got so much to do. It's not even funny at the end of the day. I also got to do a walkthrough of some of the places I'm going to be doing our videos in. I'm going to do the walk through the office next week. I get a chance to walk through that whole entire center and basically communicating to figure out exactly how many screens they have in there. The most. Oh God. I remember I saw a motorized screen for 200 inches. You ever seen a motorized screen? It is freaking huge. It's heavy as I don't know what too. The casing for that thing is freaking unbelievable. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. All right, so while I'm here, let's work on. I'll get a couple of things done real fast. Nothing long, no long conversations. I know you guys are early in the morning. I know you got things to do. So let's get you guys, if you watch, you can watch later on. You got things to do. I don't mind that. Sometimes when I'm in here talking, I don't feel like I'm in a room by myself because people come in later on and watch. You got things to do. I understand that. It's early in the morning. Everybody got things to do. And if you don't, you're just sitting around chilling, whatever, It's up to you. I'm excited about the gamer desk. The gamer desks are going to be amazing. I had to bring some people together on this one. So we got a friend who works in woodwork, carpentry, all that stuff. You guys can build log cabins and all that. So he's really, really gifted with using the wood and materials and all that stuff. So he's going to customize some desks, because I got a fantastic idea when I put this desk together. I was like, wow, imagine we got somebody who can do some custom woodwork for us. He does the epoxy desks where they basically crater out and they gut it out and they basically put that epoxy. He can put action figures, Star Wars, Lego, whatever you want in your desk. I thought that was pretty cool. And I thought, man, it'd be awesome if we could basically coat that with the technology, so that way the screens are already there. We don't really have to buy any monitors or anything, because we can literally build the entire structure out of wood and coat it down with that technology. And mind you, yes, these things are going to be sanded down sort of like glass, and they're going to be coated over with the technology, so you don't have any form of imperfections or nonsense. I was able to reach my other friend. Actually found me. We talked a little bit. I really wanted to really connect with him, but I couldn't figure out where he was at. We just lost each other in the process. Between COVID, we lost each other. So we were connected, and this guy is a freaking, I'm talking about tech junkie, like freaking crazy tech junkie. So he basically rewrote the operating system for Windows. If you ever watched one of my demonstrations where you saw where my PC came on and it had a pirate that said Windows, he rewrote the program. Yeah, big brain. But anyway, he's an amazing programmer. He's going to be designing the RetroPie systems, upgrading them, modifying them for the desk. Because we do want a gaming desk for our gamers out there, but we want it to come with a free RetroPie. So we can have the screen here, or we can have the screen here. It really doesn't make a difference. I personally, to tell you the truth, would like to cut in a peekaboo window into the table and then put the system on the side. You can install it on the side, and we can run a small Pico projector that would hit here and reflect and come right to the table. So it's all different kinds of ideas we have. So we want some pretty cool stuff. Yeah, then we have to figure out how to take the whole thing apart and how it's easy to assemble to put back together. But that's the other guy, the craftsman. That's his job at the end of the day. So I do want to do some different stuff. And then we got the graphic designer coming on. She's going to be doing a lot of the artwork for the containers and stuff like that. We do want the gaming screens, because they have this whole little thing about them. We want them to have their own storyline. And she's a fantastic when it goes to writing stories and all that stuff. She's into poetry and all that stuff. So she's going to be doing a lot of the background work on the gaming screens and stuff that's coming out, and designing the hoodies and jerseys and all that stuff for it. So yeah, it's a lot of work that has to be done. All right, let's get out of this and whatever this just popped up on my menu. I have to go into my section here, and I have to bring up our portrait. So yeah, we're gonna have our screen paints in multiple shades. There is the AdTech has a hologram screen we're working on. I told you I kept going back and looking at that screen we did back like 9 years back, and I'm like, we really need that now. That'd be pretty cool to have that push through glass and a hologram. So we're actually working on a hologram screen for window advertisement. Right, you're gonna have the pepperonis coming right at you. Or for fish, oh my goodness, I think it would be insane for fish. I am going to do, I found about 3 fish stores up here. I'm going to be doing their glass for free. So I'm going to put this whole glass in for free. For advertisement, they just basically have to flash our logo. And we're going to be doing the Allentown Library. We want to set them up in there. We're going to donate a screen over there for their windows. Have an open and closed book, reading stories and all that stuff. And there's one over at the art museum. I'm talking to one of the directors over there. I want to do, or art directors, I want to do a all black picture frame. And we want to do this with a projector. So basically our projector mapping, I prefer projector mapping because it would be pretty cool. But either way, doesn't make a difference. No, we pretty would have to do projector mapping. Because it would have to fit right into that little window right there. I got to build me a demonstration screen for that because they said, well, we want to see what it looks like, give us a kind of a feel for what you're doing, so we can get an understanding about what you're talking about. Because I'm trying to explain to them, but it's kind of like over their head. So we'll design one, we'll make one. I had to go to the thrift store and pick up a picture frame. We need to pick up. Let me see from here. We need portrait. Portrait. This should pretty much dig it up. Portrait and desk projection screens. I'll tell you one thing. The thing I love about the FLE is the fact that it picks up at 50 lumens off a table. Actually, pretty much off anything, it picks up at 50 lumens. So the beautiful thing about that is when you're doing a tabletop projection screen setup, this becomes complicated because you don't want a freaking 3,000 or 4,000 lumen projector pointing downward at people. That's a lot of light to be hitting the face with at that, and it's bouncing off a table. Like, even though we can get it to hit the table, like we've done these demonstrations with 36 ultra short throws hitting the table, it's a bulky machine. It's a big bulky machine. It makes a lot of noise, and then if you put it in eco mode, it still makes noise, and it blows heat like you wouldn't believe. So we need something small enough that can fit over top the table where we're not going to have this big bulky machine staring in the face. And these projectors right here, or anyone like this size, are fantastic. Now we get 50 lumens to run off a table. That's fantastic. That means anything over 50, it's going to run with no problem. 300 lumens, easy to run off a table. And the way we can direct it, connect a stand with it, we actually make the stands for these things to connect them over and stuff. That means we can actually display right off a table. You don't need a big screen off the table. 20 inches is good enough. Mind you, got to be putting your food and, you got to have an area to put your food and everything at. So this thing can project at 20 inches and you can be able to produce anything you want, any kind of abstract art or anything you want on the table you want. And now we know that it makes it a lot easier because when I was going to be doing something with somebody involving tables, and I'm trying to figure out like how we're going to do this. Like I can't just drop a freaking 3600 lumen ultra short. That things are bulky as I don't know what. Like it's not going to work. And then finding out that the FLE basically picks up at 50, and I'm like, oh shoot, this will work perfectly for what we need to do. Let me see. We'll go over here and we'll grab this from out of here because we need the portrait. Oh man, we could do a portrait door. We could do a door that opens up and have. That's what I love about projector mapping applications, because we can with a projector. The problem, oh yeah, you still have to cover the whole door, so you still would have to be in portrait. You have to be in portrait to do it. It's not hard to do. You just have to tilt your projector to do it. But I was thinking about having something where you open up a door and basically we have the projector on the side. You would have to use front and rear invisible black technology to do it. So I have it at an expo. Somebody opens up a door and it's just this vortex that pushes through because the projector's on the opposite side. That'd be cool. That's some of the cool stuff I'm thinking about doing at these expos because again, everybody does the same thing. Same projector on the wall, on the wall, on the wall. Everybody does the same stuff. I want to bring desk up there, do something completely different. Let me see. Let's go where we're going at over here. All right, let me see. Pulled up gaming. Portrait projection screens. A few people were asking me how to do this. I explained to you. It's very easy to do. I definitely would go with the Chrissy, and again, with our black technology, it comes up, we use them all the time, it comes up fantastic. But that Chrissy LW400 and the LX, perfect projector for doing portrait. They're flat on the bottom, they're square, heat blows out through the front, doesn't come from the side of the bottom. Don't worry about blocking any vents at the end of the day. It has keystone capabilities, which is fantastic because you need that to be able to lock it in place. And then on top of that, you know what I mean, the lens shift on it is freaking out. Not the lens shift, but the keystoning and the lens shifting. Sorry, the keystoning in place. Sorry about that, people. Early in the morning, no Lucky Charms, no tea. You have to lens shift it into place and then you keystone it. The best option for that is 1610. The 1610 gives that real long display when you're doing it in portrait, and it comes up perfectly every single time. And again, the projector costs like $95. That's it. It has HDMI on the back of it too, by the way. Let me see. Projector. If you want to do that, you go into your computer, just go into your settings, and you just come out of landscape. That's all you got to do. Projector. That's it. And we're going to be working on a new, we got these virtual, well, actually, that's what the acoustic screens do. The 150-inch pre-coded acoustic screens, you can use them for visual effects, your front and rear. You can actually use them for ultra short throw. You can use them for long throw. Wouldn't about using Pico on them. They're designed for inside and outside, and you can use them for all kinds of visual effects, especially for Halloween. Which we got some, we're going to do a whole zombie display because I'm a big fan of zombies. I love zombie games so much. It's unbelievable how much I love zombie games. Let me see. Oh my goodness, the portrait. I love the portrait so much. Now see how I got my setup? See how my projector is sitting straight up? Also too, another one, I wouldn't really do it too much with this projector because they are heavy. The Chrissy LW401s, they can do it too. They have that square bottom too, but on top of that, like I said, they're heavy. I would just stick with the Chrissy LW400s and the LX. You can check all this out on the website because I'm putting all this stuff on. We're putting all our stuff on there so, you know, people can see exactly what we're doing. But in this video, I explained to you how you do it, how you basically do the whole portrait setup. And it's a cool display. Especially if you want to haunt somebody for Halloween, you want to put a fake door up there and have somebody open it up. Oh, yeah. We got some cool, I'm going to show you some really cool stuff. We're going to build some, when Halloween comes up, I'm going to show you how to build some crazy effects using our products on basically how to haunt your windows and all that stuff. And again, this is black, so it cloaks into everything. When we lived up on City Line Avenue, people had to walk up the staircase, and we had a separation between one house and the other, and we had these big windows. And the big window, I put in this clown that you would see run across the screen, and then all of a sudden run back run back again, and they go bam right up in front of you. And every 5 minutes, you'd hear somebody screaming outside because the clown would get them. So I put a whole curtain display outside, like a little curtain, like a window outside, and people were like, what the freak is that? Because it would draw the attention. You see this huge curtain outside. I had to build this wooden frame because the house was stone, cobblestone. I built this wooden frame, and I put it against the wall and sanded back in, and I put this whole curtain display. And it was beautiful. And people walked up to it, and they thought, like, why would you have a whole curtain display outside? Didn't realize that the glass had a clown, had a projector on the opposite side, pushing through a black plexiglass surface, and it was a clown out there acting up and carrying on. Oh man, it was freaking crazy. You would hear screams. Oh, someone's at the door. You're screaming. People screaming like, "Oh, what the frick? Oh my God!" Yeah, it was pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna show you the zombie screen. We have one on here of this zombie screen, but we used it. Let me get this one first. This is a demonstration. And if you're looking for, you can find anything with the portrait. If you're looking for, like I said, when people go in and if you're doing a Halloween screen, don't pay for the software. I mean, if you want to do something really crazy like special effects and knock yourself out, but if you're doing something basic, then just go over and get one of the loops. Just go over and get one. They got Halloween screensavers. They're pretty crazy to look at. It's just a loop. You're just going to put your Fire Stick in it. You go to your YouTube and you just basically do your loop. That's it. If you're running through PC, then you just basically hit your back button and you just hit the little loop and you can run it over and over and over again with any commercials. That's what I was doing. Got a couple really cool ones on there. All right, I'm going to grab this. Oh, can we do our videos that way? Can we manipulate them to look like that? Well, I wonder. You can manipulate your video players. Did you know that? To make them look different? I wonder if we can put the video players in portrait. But they wouldn't show in portrait. That's the thing. But I wonder if we could. All right, let's do a little experimenting here. Let's see. Over here. We already published this. Let's go over to our... I'm going to go to our page. Pages. And we're going to go to the front page right here, our home page. Here we go. Really can't wait for the summertime. Summertime, it's going to be awesome. We've got some really cool screens coming out. You can just string up in your backyard. If you don't want to paint, we got these pre-coats coming in. The Colossals, or whatever name we're going to call these things, the Titans, I don't know what. We're going to have smaller ones at 100 inch, 120, 150. But these screens, if you want something really, 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 really big, they come in starting at around 180, and it's small. No, 180 is the smallest one. The largest one is 300. They're already pre-coated. Like that 250 I had in the back, one's going to be 300. Wow, that's a big screen. You will never leave your backyard. Like, never, ever leave your backyard. 250s are freaking insane, though. I played everything off that screen at 250 inches. Everybody has that. Anybody who goes to the movie theater, if you're a gamer or whatever, the first thing that pops in your head is, gee whiz, I would love the game off this screen. That's what it kind of feels like. See, there's a new ones we put in. I still got to put some designs with this, spaz it up, hook it up a little bit. We got our floor. Oh, this is the game I was looking for, the R-Type Final 2. That's the best one. I like that one the most. Trying to find Defender. I'm looking for Defender because I want to do an arcade table with cup holders. We're going to do an arcade table with cup holders. I'm going to build the entire thing out of a sheet of plywood and coat it. Turn the whole entire table coated. Drop some holes in for the cup holders on each side. I might even put cell phone chargers in there too, because people are constantly burning their batteries out, basically on the phone, chatting, recording, whatever. I'm gonna have an awesome, cool table and design. Let me see. So yeah, we did basically drop our prices on our products, and the reason why is because, again, I want to have a product that is extremely affordable for everybody, but the best way to do this, like I said, keep our prices. I want to keep our, even our screens. I'm changing how I want to do things. I want something that's really affordable. Everybody can afford it. The information I'm getting back from these sites, you know what I mean? Like I said, it's the have and have nots over there. Either you have it or you don't. That's what it comes down to. And we want something where everybody can have it. So what's the best way to do it? Let's turn everyday stuff that you just see laying around your house or whatever, turn that into a high performance screen. And what's the best thing to test it against? Certified. Because these are the screens that people can't afford. Now, yeah, it's got some people out saying I can afford it, but do you really want to spend $6,000 for a screen? Like at the end of the day, if you got a screen that you could do it for, even our 32 ounces, you could do it at around $200 something compared to $6,000. Which sounds more appetizing to you? Now, again, I mean, options. Some people get mad over that. Like, you're charging like $200 something. At the end of the day, I get people want to pay way more than that on that form site. They want to pay me a lot of money for that technology. But again, you're spending $6,000 for a screen. And on top of that, you have to have a special screen to make it ultra short throw. And you're not dragging that thing outside. You can drag a $6,000 screen outside? No, you're not. A bird drops on that thing, you will lose your mind out there. Like, why is your husband out there freaking about to bring rain? Like, you're going to be out there literally dancing, kicking up dust because you're going to be so ticked off. Yeah, that technology we have at the end of the day, you don't have to worry about that. So it can cost you a ton of money. On top of that, the projector you're going to need. You're going to spend a heck of a lot of money for a projector because the screen can't read the infinity, and you're going to try to do it, and you're going to spend all this money. It's going to cost you so much money. So people are just loving the fact that they can turn whatever they want in their environment to a high-performance projection screen. Keep in mind, when you buy those certified screens, you are going to pay a lot of money for the frame and everything else that comes along with it. You're not getting that for free. All right, we're going to do this one with the portrait right here. But I'm curious if we can do this the way I want to do this. And I'm doing my backgrounds differently because I definitely want to do something completely different. Let me see. I got people got mad at me talking about we charge 50, 60. My product is not in that category. Please. No. Not in that category at all, period. Why do you think we had tons and tons of orders sitting on the table? Because we can take out certified at the end of the day. We can actually beat the screens. That's why. People, at the end of the day, I got a client of customers that will spend $300, $400, $500 for our products because, again, they don't want to spend $6,000 for a screen. And that's for 100-inch. Try to reach 120, 150 one of the screens and see how much money that screen's going to cost you at the end of the day. You'd be shocked. Is that a car? Did I just pay for a car? You literally just paid for a car. Ooh, there we go. DMP Supernova, as I said before, their Infinity is around, I think it's around, for the Infinity is around something like 18, I think $17,000, $18,000. That's a lot of money for a screen. So yeah, we charge $200, $300. Trying to keep my paint under the 400 mark. That's where I got my paints at. So we got people who contact us and they be like, that's it? Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, I want to do something in the background with the portrait real quick. Let me see. Oh man, this would be fantastic. Does this thing actually move? Wait, is it the pictures or the videos? Oh, that does move, doesn't it? This would be fantastic for our acoustic screens for the background. That would be insane. Does this actually move? It has to move. Does it move? Oh, it does move. Yes. That'd be perfect for the acoustic. That would explain the acoustic so much better. So much better. All right. We're going to definitely do that. I want something for my portrait. Definitely want something for my portrait. We got that for the cell phones right there. For our phone. But I want something cool for the portrait. Picture perfect. Where's my other phone? I'm trying to figure out how long do we have rain for today. I'm gonna be soaked all day today. Rain's not too bad. Let me see. What do we need for Allentown? Yeah, I get that. From time to time, I don't get it a lot, but I get it from sometimes when somebody will ask me, like, how much is it for 16 ounces of the technology? And it's about $142. And they go, wow, that's a lot of money for $142. Well, you know, you're putting me in the category of 50s and 60s, and we're not in the category of the 50s and 60s. You know, they don't take out the screens that we take out. We're not take out, but saying they can't compete with the screens that we compete with on the daily. So when you're showing your technology going against high-grade certifieds, yeah, they know what your product is worth. My Facebook page is starting to pop because we just posted something new on there. Oh, here comes the questions. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. People are awesome at the end of the day. I want to get back in there and learn some more about those CRTs, man. CRTs are fascinating. Curious, how do you change the lamps on them things? That's what I'm also looking at. How do you change the lamp on a CRT? They've got to be huge. And the lenses and stuff. Or what kind of lenses do CRTs take? There's like a dozen questions I'm asking this guy. It's like, slow down. I got you. I got you. Like, what do you mean about the CRTs? Like, can you run this? Can you run that? How do you do the focus? How many lamps are you running in that bad boy? How much power do they actually consume? Because yeah, I went to the commercial. I did a commercial one time and was took the power out. And there's so many questions I have to ask about the things at the end of the day. I'm buying one. I'm getting one. Learning about them, not a problem. Trying to get one, whole different story. Because its projector is huge. It's the size of an ottoman. They're huge, huge projectors. They have the blue, I think the blue, green, and red, or it's the yellow. Some of the different ones. But most ones I've seen was basically the blue, green, and red. But anyway, most people who sell them, you either have to pick it up, or be a local and pick it up, and they're not going to ship it. The shipping cost will kill you alone. It's got to go by freight, so it costs you so much money. It costs me more money than the product is actually worth. That's why when I see people see like vintage Coca-Cola machines, at the full-size vending machines, the freight will kill you on that thing. You're better off just getting a U-Haul truck and just driving across state and picking it up, because it'd be much cheaper than them shipping it in. When you get that bill, like, gee whiz Louise, it's gonna be crazy expensive. They ship before we got our shipping breaks, to ship a 120-inch screen. The longest destination would be California. Would have cost me about $1,000. Roughly about $1,200. That's what it cost me. About $1,200 to ship a 120-inch screen. So imagine a 120-inch screen got some weight to it, but not as much as a vending machine. A vending machine, yeah, you're looking at about $5,000 easy to ship that thing from A to B. It's gonna cost you so much money. It's not even funny. That's why if you see vending machines on there and they're cheap, they're like, we got this vintage Coca-Cola machine. We're only asking $900 for it because the shipping is going to murder you. So you're just better off just go get a U-Haul truck, get a friend or two, somebody to talk to. You don't fall asleep behind the wheel and go pick it up. Because that's why they'll say local pickup, or they'll ship it. Don't do the shipping. You find out how much it costs. The machine, it costs more than the machine by itself. So that's what you run into when you get to this, the CRTs. You'll notice that they'll have local, or they'll have, most of them be local. You'll have to go pick it up. Because you're like, hey, you contact, like, well, you can't ship it to me? How much money this thing costs to ship? No, we're not shipping jack. You're going to have to come pick this up. Yeah, it's a lot of money to ship it. You're going to put it on a lift truck, and a lift truck will cost you more money too. That's not including with your shipping charge. So when I had to ship a screen over to California, it cost me about $1,000 to ship the screen, because I had to go by freight. Okay, a screen if it's a certain height. So if your screen is like it has to be a certain height in order for the United States Postal Service to touch it. And I mean, it gets crazy, because say if your screen is lightweight, say there's no weight to it whatsoever, but your dimensions alone can basically make you eligible for freight. So we had a screen that was 4 feet by 8 feet, the same as the wallpaper screens. This is how I told you that shipping can make and break your product quick. So the screen was made out of kind of a thin plastic, cardboard or whatever it was. But anyway, it was 4 feet by 8 feet. And because it was 4 feet by 8 feet, the United States Postal Service wouldn't take it. It had to go by freight. I don't care if you go by UPS, FedEx, whatever. It had to go by freight. Didn't make a difference. And I don't think the United States Postal, no, they don't have freight, because they would have taken it, but they couldn't take it. So this screen had no weight to it. It weighed as much as probably like a magazine, no weight. And I'm thinking, like, this thing should be cheap to ship because it got no weight to it. No, the dimensions is what killed the screen. So we couldn't ship it because it cost too much money. It cost more money than what we're charging for the screen. So I was like, you know what? We ain't doing it. So now the wallpapers are different. The wallpaper screens are flexible. So that means when we roll that screen up, it's only 4 feet high. And width, probably roughly about 4, once you roll it up, about 4 inches. That's it. How much money it costs to ship that screen? It costs like somewhere between probably about $20-$30. That's it. And we get it, and we do it by United States, we do it by FedEx or one of them. They do it by what they call do it by, what's it called? I forgot the name that they got it for. But they do it by different rates by different states. So one state could cost you 50, one could cost you 60, one could cost you 30, one could cost you 20. They don't have flat rate. But United States Postal Service does have flat rate, and they do have a container that fits that thing. So yeah, we can ship that anywhere in all 50 states for the same flat rate fee, or probably some roughly, since it's a medium-sized box, let's say roughly around $20. That's it. So consider the fact that your structure of your screen will make and break your product. These are things you learn in business as you go along. And people say, how come you don't ship motorized projection screens anymore? There you go. But we found out about this shipping break when we were trying to ship one of these screens. The guy's like, you know, you're eligible for one of these screens, one of these applications, when these programs that are cheaper for your business to ship out products. So again, you got to make sure your paperwork is all legit. Everything's done. Had to pull all our paperwork in, and they fill out the forms and everything. They go, here you go, and that's it. We get these crazy shipping breaks. That's why we can ship overseas absolutely for free. Doesn't really cost us anything. When it comes to that doesn't cost anything if we're not going by freight. Freight's a whole different section by itself. So yeah. But these big companies, they get that automatically because, again, they ship large quantities of these screens from A to B. So they got tons of shipping breaks. Let me see. Let's go put down for our portrait. That's what I said. Shipping will make and break your screen. And again, there's people who don't do the research. And I've done it. That's how I found out about all this stuff. I didn't do my research. And I'm thinking, wow, we can just ship screens across. Because if it only costs me like this much money to get it over here, only pay like about 40, 50 bucks. That's how much money, it's going to cost me to ship it out to somebody else. No, it's not. It's going to cost you a lot of money because you don't have the perks. That's why. Okay, let's go edit this text and make it look a little bit better. That's the only problem with that. The perks. They got the big perks. And you're like, oh, I see other screens, because they got perks. They got all kinds of breaks and discounts and all that stuff. You don't get all that. Now, here's the thing. If you're buying products from Home Depot or Lowe's, as I told you before, all screen paints are over the counter, every single one of them. If anyone tells you anything else, no. No. Everything's over the counter. So if you're buying products and you're making your mixtures at Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever, if you have proper licensing, if you have proper paperwork, because you're going to need all this stuff, everything has to be legit and it has to be bona fide. Home Depot has breaks for businesses where you don't pay a lot of money as everybody else pays at the end of the day. Remember, there's contractors that go through all the time and they buy bulk from them. Well, there's a certain section where the contractors go and buy their stuff from because they get breaks on all their stuff. They get massive discounts and all that stuff and credit. You get all that stuff at the end of the day. But remember, you got to show the paperwork to show that your company is legit. Hey, that's why I said it's very important to fill those documents out, fill them out correctly, make sure you have all your paperwork done, because this benefits you in the future. If you ever want to apply for loans or anything else you may need for your company, this is going to help you because all your stuff is legit. Why do you think I spent all the time I spent in the laundry room? I couldn't really do any demonstrations in there. So I started busting away at my paperwork because I knew by the time summertime kicked around here, I need to have all this stuff together to do everything I need to do. And that's what I did. So all my paperwork is good. So I go down to City Hall and say, hey, look, I need a permit. I need to go out here in the park. I need to do so and so. Because I'm out there doing demonstrations. Sure enough, a cop's going to pop up and go, hey, you got paperwork to be out here? You got a permit? There you go. So I had to go fill out all this stuff, get all this information, licenses and all this stuff like that, so I can go do this stuff. Makes it a smoother ride. Much, much smoother ride. But yeah, go to Home Depot. You can get discounts on a whole lot of your stuff. It basically, you have a business. And hey, you might not even be doing anything for your business. You could just be buying something for your house. You still get the same perks. Whole lot cheaper than spending all this money. And I did somebody's nursery. I painted their nursery. And the paint would have cost me so much money because I wanted the good stuff. I wanted the $50 a gallon. That's what I wanted because, again, I didn't want to go repainting over the surface. And I wanted to get a really rich color in there. And it would have cost me around like almost $200 to do it. But, again, with that having the paperwork and everything, it didn't really cost me that much at all. I had discounts and stuff. Let me see. I want to shrink this a little bit. All Lowe's, all of them, everybody has them. Just got to ask about it. They'll ask for your company's name, all your information, stuff like that. You just fill out the application and be done. And if you're eligible, you get one of those. You'll get one of those credit cards or debit cards they have, and you can just buy your stuff from there. They give you store credit. Let me see. Gee whiz, it's a whole link of whatever. It's not exactly what I was looking for. That's the link for the other one. Next thing you want to apply for, business tax ID number or business tax wholesale license, which is actually even better. You don't need both either way, EIN and all that stuff anyway. But you're definitely going to need business wholesale license. Definitely, you need to pick one of those up. And you're missing out so much. If you don't have one of those, you can get one of those. If you don't have a business, you can get one of those at the end of the day. They used to be free. I think they charge now for them, but they used to be free. And they're very easy to apply for. Once you do it the first time, you never forget it, ever. Just make sure you don't make the mistake. And when you apply for your EIN number and they sit there and say how many employees you have, put down 0. Don't count yourself, because I did that. I counted myself and they called me in on that one. So I had to explain to them, no, it's just me by myself. So don't count yourself. Now, since I'm going to be hiring people, I have to go in and I have to fill out all those documents again. And basically, I have this person working for me and that person working for me and so on, so on, so on, blah, 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 blah. So they all can be reported. So we have everything on record. And yeah, I have a friend, actually, one of my family members does that. She does insurance for companies. So she's the one who's going to be setting up the insurance policies and the stuff, the business package where they have for, like, you know, medical and all that stuff like that. So I have to have all that. I don't have to, but I want to. Why not? At the end of the day. Let me see. Where are we going with this? We got to go back to this over here. All right, let's keep it focused over here, Mr. Bird, because I get at it. I'm trying to talk more on business because people right now, I'm helping somebody out. They're starting an e-commerce business, and I'm helping them all the things they need to get it started and paperwork and stuff like that you have to fill out to get it done. So if you're basically want to start a basic business, I'm gonna tell you something. I like Wix. I do. I just don't like the fact that the whole, you know, they're very flimsy on protection for copyrights. Very, very flimsy on it. That part I don't like at all, period. Other than that, it's a good site. It does. It's very educational. Easy to learn stuff. Makes people just have never built a site look like they're professionals if you do it right. You know, stuff like that. But I tell people, if you're going to start on different sites, GoDaddy's actually pretty good. I'm actually building a site over there too. But anyway, as I said before, I like the Wix site. If you're doing your PayPal account, you do your PayPal account for business. Don't make it personal. If you make it personal, you miss out on a lot of perks. There's something called working capital. Working capital is fantastic. If you've been with PayPal for about a year and you have a good outstanding record with them, you can apply for working capital, and working capital will give you loans to help your company. So if you need an extra 50,000, 60,000, whatever you may need, you can actually apply for it, and sometimes they'll deny you, and sometimes you'll get it too on top of that. So working capital is fantastic. On top of that, it gives you good capital. And it's not something where you basically borrow capital from a bank where you have to pay this certain percentage and this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 and blah, blah. With them, basically, they take a percentage out of what you make, and you can decide how much they want to take out. I usually choose the 30%, the highest number, because again, I want to get it over and paid with. The more you get over and paid with and get it done, the better you can go apply for another loan. They also too have the PayPal debit card, which is actually fantastic because everything you order is protected on that. It's funny I'm talking about PayPal about this, and we had an incident with them, but anyway, still good company at the end of the day. And again, it's fantastic because the debit card basically it builds your credit, all that other good stuff at the end of the day. That's also fantastic to have too. Your PayPal debit card, business card. Make sure everything's in sync, like everything matches your business name, all that in sync. Next stage you want to go to, if you're buying mugs, cups, tablecloths, anything you want to advertise your company, Vistaprint. I freaking love Vistaprint. A lot of stuff made from Vistaprint. T-shirts, hoodies. You can do customized gear. They do everything. Business cards. That's what I got my plastic business cards done at. They do the banners, anything you could possibly think of that you need at the end of the day, coffee mugs, glasses, whatever, they have it. Even got decals, giant magnets that you can put on your car to advertise your business. Everything you can think of, and you can custom design. You want to upload anything you want from there. So that's fantastic if you want to use that part for business altogether. And then on top of that, you just have to have an item that you want to sell. So you do want to apply for your business wholesale license. You get your wholesale license, instead of you paying like everybody's paying, you don't pay that. They send you a special catalog. So you call some of these places up, and you know, they have a section for the wholesalers. You don't see the price what the wholesalers are paying, but you actually see exactly what you're charging, what you can charge. And all you have to do is contact them. They'll ask you, do you have a wholesale license? Yes, I do. Take your number. And you can give it to them, or you can type it into the application and they'll send you a special catalog that has all the prices in it that only you can buy from and no one else can. And then you have to do a little bit of market research. You have to figure out exactly what's a hot commodity you need, what's really going to sell. So you put a couple of things on the site and do your research and see exactly which ones sell more, which ones sell less, and those are the ones you go with that sell more. Pretty much that's basically about it. And advertising is everything. So again, advertising much cheaper. Like back then you had to put an ad in the paper. If you had the money, you can pick a billboard out of one of them, which, again, you can only do so much with putting an ad in the paper. With this, you have YouTube, fantastic advertisement. You have Facebook, fantastic advertisement. All these platforms are fantastic for basically advertising your product. Do as many demonstrations as you can. When you do a lot of demonstrations, it shows that your company is persistent and you're serious about what you do at the end of the day. And again, people, and I can't say this enough, keep it honest. Don't cut corners. It just will come back to bite you in the face if you do this. Be honest at 100%. Say if somebody sees your business and they like it, and they say, you know what, we want a partnership with you, or we want to do distributorship for you. Everything that you lied on about your company, you're going to have to tell them something because they have to know how to sell and distribute your product. So if your product is not exactly doing what it's supposed to do, this could run into some problems. And it means you can never get contracted or never basically take your company to the next level. So you have to be honest about everything that you do, because whatever you're going to do here, you're definitely going to have to do there. That's why I said, don't cut corners. It'll come back to bite you, but it's pretty easy to do it. I'm going to leave a little description below of a company that I've done business with. I buy a lot of my stuff from there for basically for if I want to do like a home theater package for my people, my customers. I want to give out free sound bars, stuff like that. That's where I go to. Let me see if I can remember them offhand on what they're called. Well, first, let me get this done. See how my mind function? This is what I mean. My system, may have HD, whatever it's called. But because my brain will click for a second and I want to do this, but I'm already doing this at the same time. It's a constant battle in my head. I have to train myself to go, concentrate on this first. But it's a company I do business with. And there's a bunch of them. They got a lot of cool stuff in there you can sell. But you're going to have to do your own market research. What's popular, what's not popular. Let me see. And a lot of demonstrations on showing the product off, stuff like that. And again, batch number your stuff, because again, it's important. Let me see. Because I still support batch number. You have to do this. Again, you have to do this. It's an insurance to your customers. If I'm buying a cell phone from someone, I'd rather prefer buying from someone who actually is going to pull out the actual cell phone, show it that it actually works, make phone calls on it. We don't have to make phone calls, but show that it actually works, it actually functions. Screen's not cracked. I'm not getting gypped and getting some old relic like flip phone at the end of the day. All that's recorded, all that's in the box. That's how it's sent to me. I would rather buy from somebody at the end of the day than me sitting there getting a bag of sand or getting some old flip phone for the 1980s or something. And then for the merchant, it's fantastic because he can show at the end of the day, look, if I get my phones back and they're old flip phones and I know I sent a bunch of iPhones over, I can show at the end of the day, if I have to take this to court, look, this is what I put in the box. Because if you don't do this, it's your word against theirs. And that's not good at the end of the day. So if you record your stuff as you're putting it in, you took my timestamp, this is what I put in the box exactly, this is what I sent to them. There you go. You're protected, you're okay. Only problem with that is once you hit the jurisdiction section, which means if you basically, and this is why I tell them, people from overseas get mad at me about not selling to you guys, it's because it becomes complicated. Now, we are doing business overseas now, but this is where it becomes complicated. If that cell phone seller ships that product overseas, what happens is, and I'm not blaming everybody overseas, don't get me wrong, I'm not blaming you, but you got bad apples in the bunch. We all got it. We got them over here. Everybody's got the bad apples. So if you ship your phones over there and say if the person does that to you, he sends you back a bunch of flip phones, you go, oh, heck no, this is not what I sent to you. PayPal, basically, they make mistakes and they can turn around and basically win in his favor. And then what happens? You lose your cell phones and you lose your money. So then, again, you can't take them to court, because if you can't take them to court because they're way over there and it's going to be very expensive. Actually, it's going to cost you more than what your cell phones are actually worth. So if they're here in the United States, you could say, you know what, forget this. I'm going to override PayPal's decision. I'm going to go before a judge, show them the evidence. Look, this is what we shipped over to them, so and so and so. You'll win it. No problem, hands down, easily. Easy to do. That's where I say it gets complicated. It also gets complicated if you're shipping overseas too, especially in large quantities, because then you're going to have a ton of paperwork done. Let me see. I want to put in portrait. Let's get cracking because I'm doing too much talking here and I got things to do. Let me see. Portrait. I'm going to see if I can actually do this. Does it actually work? Can I do a portrait? Portrait. Portrait. There's a whole lot of information you have to know. It's tons of it. It's more than just people. I think at the end of the day, when you have a business, they think at the end of the day it's just a bunch of people just slinging food in a kitchen. No, there is so much paperwork behind that. It's not even freaking funny what you got to go through at the end of the day. So much you have to go through. It's not even funny. You're gonna be doing tons and tons of paperwork. If paperwork is not your thing at the day, do not open a business because you'll do lots of it. I mean, lots of it. Lots of research, lots of reading. You'll be doing a lot of that. The more you educate yourself on what you're dealing with, what you're investing in, the better your investment and the better your turnout's going to be. When I did Robinhood stocks, people go in and they drop money on it and they expect to be millionaires overnight. The very lucky ones get that one. If you're very lucky, it happens, but it's rare that it happens. So the best way to figure out what stock is best for you, you have to learn. This is a learning experience. When I did Robinhood, I basically went out and I took $100 and I spread it around. Not to everybody. I did my research on what companies that I thought then the day would make the money. Netflix, Tesla, stuff like that, you know. And NVIDIA, which is an extremely good one. Giving you a good tip on that. Invest in NVIDIA. Anyway, and after you got to watch them for about a year. It's research. You don't expect to get rich overnight. You're doing research. You're learning about how the system works. So you'll watch them for a year. You'll watch stocks drop. You'll watch stocks rise. You'll figure out exactly which ones are going to give you dividends, a little bit of money after every month or whatever. They're cut up and give you a piece of that pie. And some are not going to give you anything at all, period. So after a year and you realize which one made you the most money, that's where you drop your money at. I dropped mine in the video. I haven't regretted it ever since. It pays good money. If I want to stop doing this, I can live off my Robinhood stocks. But that's how you do it. Don't go in with the attitude that you want to be rich overnight. Don't do that. Go in with the attitude that this is a learning experience. And then as you watch other stocks, you can take information that you learned off NVIDIA and use it as a form of blueprint to look for the same reaction. It's interesting, but I said that's how I did it. I basically went in and dropped some money in, spread it around, a couple of dollars here and there, and I watched for about a year. NVIDIA did fantastic. Even when they dropped at their lowest, I didn't lose much money. That's one thing you want to make sure that when this stock starts to plummet, that how much money are you going to lose in this stock? So once I figured out NVIDIA was making the money for me, I went in, took the $100, all everybody else's stock sold it, and went in and placed it on NVIDIA, and then I went in and dropped about $4,000 on it. Now, every time about the end of the year, I drop a couple more grand on top of the NVIDIA stock. Yep, and then you get to a point, you'll notice you'll have this, right now this stock just jumped. I mean, it jumped by a lot. I'm like, wow, you can make really good money. Whoever invested in got a friend of mine invested in the GameStop. Yeah, she made a bundle. She made a bundle. Like I said, once in a blue moon, you'll find one of these, but it's rare. But people go in there and they figure they're going to be rich overnight and this, that, and the other. And then they get frustrated and angry because they're not making a lot of money and they pull their stock. Now, you're lucky. This isn't like the big boy stocks that they have on Wall Street because there's a penalty for pulling your stock when it's premature, which means you lose a lot of money. You don't get back exactly what you're going to be getting, and you lose a lot. It's a penalty for it. But with the Robinhood, it's much easier. I like the Robinhood stock. Let me see. Portrait, projection screens. Portrait, projector. They're going to do portrait projection screens. We're going to definitely double on this, aren't we? I know we are. Projection screens. So let's put an S there. This is an S to screens. All right, and then it's done right there. Now let's see if we can do our video players this way. I'm curious when doing this way instead. But it's a good way to do some experimenting. And on top of it, like I said, NVIDIA's good stock. I had people ask me exactly what did I invest in. I invested in NVIDIA. They're graphic cards again. They're in everything. They're embedded in everything. I swear. I'm thinking about some of the talk. You know, you'd be in the rooms and people, the gaming rooms. I don't know whether it be 360 or that's the last time I had this conversation with an Xbox 360 in a conversation chat room. People would talk about their own fanboys, which I find interesting because I'm a fanboy myself when it comes to these. I do console too, also that they love their systems, but they will talk trash about their own systems. They really will. Because the systems do stuff at the end of the day that tick you to freak off. And what better way is to go into a chat room with a bunch of other people just like you to share your same opinion? You would never share this with somebody with the opposite console. Never. You will only share this among your own peers at the end of the day. Man, the Xbox 360s were burning out left and right, man. The conversations were absolutely endless. And then the overheating issue. They had a system where it would overheat. Now, what's the red ring? They would overheat and burn out. And they were talking about the new 360s that weren't supposed to burn out. And they were talking about they come with free Xbox 360 smoke detectors and fire extinguishers that were bright green with the X on the side of them. Oh my goodness, man. And the guy was talking about a commercial. This guy was hilarious. I think it was a comedian where he was. He was kind of, I don't know, you might find it funny, I don't know. But anyway, he was talking about the Xbox 360 just randomly just catching fire without even being on. It just burns down the entire Christmas tree. And you just see a whole entire family running out of this burning house. And it talks about the Xbox 360 and the discount and free Xbox Live and everything. And then the guy was like talking about, the kid was like, what about grandma? And the grandma's gone. It was just hilarious. And the guy was like, comes with refurbished grandma. Like, wow, that is messed up. But yeah, that's interesting. Fanboys will back their systems up 100% against anybody, but anybody will talk about their own systems, about what they don't like about them, but they'll never discuss this with anybody that's not a part of that system. Because I had some gripes with the freaking 360 system. I bought so many other things at the end of the day that I had to turn around and repair, fix, get the coffin. People don't know what the coffin is. That's where Microsoft sends you a box and they take away your system for about a couple of months. Then they send you back like a subscription for Xbox. We got our points on here. We do have our points on here. Let me see them for a minute. Let me get this. See, I want to do this like in a portrait, but I wonder if it'll do it for what I want to do it. I guess it would be kind of a portrait kind of. So I don't want to spread it wide because I want to mess around and take away. How much is it going to take away? Oh, so I can still keep the image there. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do that. That's sick. But how much of this am I actually losing? I'll put this over here like this. Yeah, they'll talk trash about their own systems at the end of the day. We all do it. Everybody does it. Even PC gamers, everybody does it. I'm like, what the freak was NVIDIA think when they designed this freaking graphic card at the end of the day? You see the size of this card? How am I going to fit that in my... I get that all the time. I'm going to fit that in my case. That is never going in my case. Ever. Got to get one of them big old thermal takes. Let me see. Yeah, that actually worked out quite nicely. How would the video display off of that? Let me see. Let me get the portrait. Ooh. Yeah, sorry people. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? All right, let me see. Let me go grab this over here. Facebook's still hitting. We just put this. I can't wait to test this other screen. I'm gonna have to go travel in the rain. Go pick up tape that I could have picked up yesterday, but literally forgot to get it because I got everything else besides the tape. Oh, I did this already, didn't I? Yes, I did. All right, here we go. All right, let me get this over here. Change your video. Oh, it does freaking work. That's freaking cool. You can manipulate your video players on here. Like, you don't have to be square all the time. You can't make them circle, which would be pretty cool if you could, but you can't. Other than that, it's pretty cool. Oh, we can upload Twitch on here. Daily Motion. I don't need videos on Facebook. I want to do it Facebook. And from my computer. Got some stuff on my computer I want to load up. All right, let me see. Put this on auto play loops. Always put your videos in play loop. That way you don't have to worry about getting any other crap rolling across your videos. Only your videos only. That's the way you want to do it. All right, let me give me another one. I'm gonna have to expand this page because these video players are kind of big. Let's get ourselves another one. Yeah, for this one. So I'm gonna do the same setup here. I'm gonna bring this over this way. I think this is gonna definitely expand out when I start to pull this down. No, it's actually gonna say, yeah, that is pretty cool. Okay, same thing. Perfect. We got a little portrait set up here. That is pretty cool. So we can do them in portrait videos. Wow, that's sick. I could have did that with the other ones. When we did the first time, we put portrait videos up there. I'm gonna grab me another one. Oh, this is the gaming screen. Did I do this one? Did I set up already? No, I didn't even install it in yet. That's what I was going to do, install for the portrait for the gaming system. For the little mini arcade. Okay, how are we doing out there for Facebook? We amazing with the lights up. We literally got the video players to do a portrait mode kind of style, and it actually freaking works. Look how it fits. It fits perfectly. Get this out of the way. It fits perfectly. We got our little portrait video players, which I'm going to have to extend. Because again, we're in our gaming / workshop. That's the biggest one I've done. The biggest one I've done, that ceiling in the basement was about 9 feet tall. See, there's a Chrissy right there. That's what I was telling you. That's the Chrissy LW, I think 400. That's the one you want to pick up. All you got to do is just tilt it up. The vents are on the top and the front. That's it. There's nothing on the bottom but a handle. That's it. And they lay perfectly flat. Because usually if you use any of the projector, they're wedged a little bit and it kind of leans your screen over. All you got to do is set it up, keystone it in, put it in at, or lens shift it in, keystone it, and then put it in at 1610 in. That's it. You got to run it through a computer because the computer's going to allow you to put it in portrait mode. If you got this, if you can find a Sony, and it's a Panasonic that does it too, but I know the Sony FA31s, they do it. You don't even have to worry about basically hooking it up to a computer. You can run anything through there you want. It'll automatically put it in portrait from the door. But that's how you do it. I don't know if you see that. It's a 720p only. And that's a 720p, but you don't need all that power to begin with. You really don't. All that depth and everything, you don't need, because the black screens produce all that automatically. But that is literally the biggest one I've ever done. It was from ceiling to floor, it was that big. Like you can literally walk through that sucker. That was a pretty cool one to do. Oh, this is one we did with the 1000-watt bar light in the middle of the screen. So it has, my screen in here has, this is the 1000-watt bar light in the middle of the screen. On top of that, it has another set of red lights, a bar light that runs over top here, and it has condensed lighting. This is why when I watch demonstrations with people who do condensed lighting, your lighting is way over here. It has nothing to do with the screen whatsoever. Period. Your condensed lighting is supposed to be right on top of your screen, so you should be getting this kind of a halo effect here and here, showing you're actually making contact with the screen. And this is very important because, again, if you're going to be working in an environment and say you got lights right next to your screen, what are you going to do? You can't exactly move these things. They're permanent. They're right there. They're not going anywhere. See that bar light across there? So the more lights you have making contact with your screen, the less you have to turn these off. That's why when I watch demonstrations, like, why are these lights off? They're right next to the screen because they'll wash the screen out. That's why. That's why they're not on. I've seen it in a couple of demonstrations. All the lights in the back will be on. Anything near the screen is shut off because it washes out the screen. That's why you always test your stuff where you have light right against the screen. We put lights literally on the screen. So the screens we have being built for the showcase for this technology, the frame itself is light. Yeah, it's an FLE. FLEs are designed to absorb. The screen itself, is the frame we're going to do is actually a bar light. Getting a custom design for it. You see when the light's on, you don't see any brownish, any tan around the screen. No. Yep, you're not supposed to have. One of the things when you look at a screen, when it's absorbing light, if there's any brownish, any tan discoloration around the screen, that clearly tells that the screen is having a difficult problem from the door. Anything around the corner that's fading off is supposed to be sharp from corner to corner. So if you can't run a 1,000-watt bar light in the center of your screen, then you got a problem at the end of the day. If your condensed lighting is not making contact with the screen, you've got a serious problem at the end of the day. Because if you're working in an environment and they have a ton of those lights in there, they're not going to shut them off. Not for you. So what are you going to do in that situation? See how my dimmers are all the way up? Another thing you have to show is your dimmer switch, which is very important. I watch demonstrations. People would refuse to show the dimmer switches because the lights are adjusted. That's why. Dimmer switches, you have to show them. All those little details like that, that's what companies do. That's what we look for. When I watch demonstrations, I'm like, okay, lights are way over here, so that's not making contact with the screen. They got the screen tucked away in a little pocket. See how we got the lip? I love the person who did this house. Because the person who did this house, see that little lip right here? This is usually what we see when we watch screens. They have this lip that fits right here, and then these lights won't be there. These lights will be way over here. So this screen is actually protected from any light that comes down if it's way up here. They're automatically protected. That's why I can't stand demonstrations when I see them. When they have that lip that goes across, you got the screen pushed away in a little tiny pocket. That's what they do. When I first came here and I saw the lights over top of the screen, I was like, oh, this is excellent. This is exactly what I like. They already got the house because of the freaking wall, just because of this wall right here. But they have the lights way over here and here and here. And when they come on, they go, look, the lights are on. No, it's not. You're not even making contact with the screen. See that right there? That's what you're supposed to do. When you're using condensed lighting in your environment, you should have this effect triggered off on your screen. If we don't see this, we automatically know from the door that you're light dodging. We can tell that from the door. And if these lights are not here and they're way over here and your screen's under this protective shelf, or what we want to call it in the day. But if it's underneath this right here, then we know it from the day your screen doesn't work too well. And this is a fantastic demonstration to do for ambient light rejection technology. There, I didn't have enough light. I had enough light hitting the screen. It's not enough for me. At the end of the day, I kind of like to challenge my stuff. I put a bar light from one cross into the next. That wasn't enough light for me. Then I went out and got this right here. This was a 1,000-watt bar light taped right to the screen. That's why when you get people saying their products are ambient light rejection, no. Your stuff's not ambient light rejection. If you can't do this at the end of the day with your screen washing out, no. And someone was asking, my projector was 18 feet back in this environment. It was actually laying against the wall. So you got to be able to pick your angle gain up too. Your angle gain should pick up perfectly with no problem, even with the bar light in the middle. Easy. Now you see what I mean? When I walk into this house, the environment is not dark. There's no way in the world I'm walking into a place and the place is so dark I can barely make out anything in the front, the baseboard. I'm not walking into a place like that. I wouldn't even bother you. If that, I would replace it, put a TV up there instead. When you walk into your place, you turn your projector on, it should react like this. You should be able to use it in a fully lit environment. You should be able to see everything in the environment nice and crystal clear. See, this is what I'm used to seeing. I'm used to seeing environments like this. People say, look, my screen actually works. No, it doesn't. It should look like this. This is how much light you need to have in your environment for a screen to function. And then people say, well, it's not normal lighting. It is normal lighting. That's actual normal lighting. All that lighting came with the house, except for the lights we have up here, but all this stuff came for the house. Let me see. Portrait projection screen. Let me see. We got that one already. But yeah, you should be able to walk in and do that. Matter of fact, I'm going to post that demonstration on the forum site. I'm going to go take a picture of it and then get some videos on it, post it over there. Because I'm in a section right now for ambient light rejection technology. We're over there right now, showing off our stuff over there. And we got questions like, what's the lowest amount of lumens I could run? This, that, and the other. You know, a lot of questions come up. Oh my goodness, these are my Sonys. These are my babies right here. Look at this right here. I love this. We hooked this screen right here. I'm gonna show you my Sonys, my babies. I bought these for $300 a pop. So you should be able to fire up. Fully lit environment, no problem whatsoever. It's my Sonys, my babies. I bought both of them. $300. Sony FH30s. I gave one of these away to a customer, and I kept the other one because I need two of them. I bought both of them. $300. Well, they cost me $6 together for both of them, but yeah. WXJ's projectors. That's my screen in there, and this is my screen in the next room. Now you notice there's my projector right there. If you notice in every demonstration, every house I was in, even the apartment, we don't change no environment in there. Everything is like the same way we walked in, the same we walk. It's the same thing. You don't have to change anything in the environment. That's why people come to us, but they go to everybody else's demonstrations. People are in dark environments. They can't fire the screens up in those environments. They automatically wash out. I'm going through the same thing on the forum sites. Every demonstration I'm watching, ambient light controlled, even the ultra short, those are ambient light controlled environments. Should be doing that. You should be able to walk down your stairs and be in a fully lit environment. If you can't see your corners and baseboards, the ceilings, you can't make out objects, your screen's not working. You should be able to move around that environment with no problem. Or that's the 4K. Is that the 4K? Yeah, that's the ViewSonic. That's the 4K. Yeah. And eco mode too, because that's why I had up on there. All the projectors running eco. And on my little ledge. See, you should be able to walk. Your environment should be that well lit. You can't run yourself in an environment like that. You should be able to walk from. I can put a screen anywhere in on that house, anywhere. That's where it's supposed to be. Can't say, well, I got this room right here dedicated for my movie room because we're going to darken this room, but we keep the rest of the house well lit. That's usually what happens. They'll have a room over here. This is before their movie room, and that room will be dark all the time. They can't darken the entire house, or they can't have screens throughout the entire house. Can't do that. I can put a screen anywhere I want in the environment because it's designed to pull in any environment that we stick it in. And that's the way it's supposed to be. If you want a screen in your living room, you should be able to put a screen in your living room, open up your windows, all that good stuff, sit there on the sofa, look at birds playing on your front lawn, and basically look at your screen at the same time without worrying about the screen washing. If you want to watch Star Trek, some outer space, whatever, black levels, contrast, whatever, you should pick that 100% without your screen washing out. If your screen doesn't function this way, it's not your projector's fault, it's your screen's fault. The environment has nothing to do with it. I love when I go to sites and they go, would you have to be in ambient light? No, you don't. The environment has nothing to do with it. Projector has nothing to do with it. That's just a knockoff. Other than that, your projector and screen are supposed to run in that environment. This is where we got the traditions from, the protocol, where you have to do this and have to do that. You have to be in this environment for it to work. You have to calibrate. You have to spend money for expensive projectors in order to get it to run. No, you don't. You're doing this for freaking years. There's no way in the world. If that was the case, and that's what I had to deal with, there is no way in the world I would ever buy a projector. Never. I just go buy me a TV. I'm going to turn I can only use it in certain areas of the house. Look, that's a 4,000 lumen projector. It can't read on the wall. It only reads on our technology only. So if I had a white screen or gray screen in here, it wouldn't register. A gunmetal would register in here perfectly with no problem, but gunmetals are very expensive. So again, $6,000 a room, I don't think so. And mine, these are 100-inch screens. My screen in that next room is 100 and I think 36. It's a 136-inch screen. So that'd cost me so much money, it's not even funny. So that's why I can't use white and gray screens in it. It will not register. A 4,000 lumen projector won't read it, won't pick it up at all whatsoever. This is what churches and hospitals and all that stuff go through. They buy these projectors with tremendous amount of lumens, and they figure it's going to read because it's going to have 4,000 lumens. It'll be to cut through all that light, which is washing out the screen. Nope, not going to happen. Got a 52 coming in today. It won't read it at all, period. Can't register it. One of the things we talked about, people say, well, if I got a high enough lumen count, my picture is traveling on this lumen count. You have all this light in the environment. As it passes through the light, well-lit environment, that lumen count is supposed to protect the image. So it allows when it hits the screen that the screen can see the image. Problem is, it's traveling. The screen can't accept it because it can't read it. It's been denied. That's what happened. Best way to kind of put it, like if you have a train, it's got weapons all over it. You got guns in every direction. Nothing can penetrate this train. Train's useless if it can't make it to the yard. So it'll travel from one end to the next. And the ambient light, let's just say that's the enemy attacking the train, and the train's fighting off the ambient light. And the image, which is the valuable cargo inside, is staying intact. It's not being deteriorated. It is traveling. But by the time it makes it to the yard, which is a fortified section for this train to protect it even more, it can't get through. Access denied. That's what happens. That's the best way to explain it. That's really what happens. When people go out and spend 7,000 and 10,000, 20,000, there's no way in the world it's going to function. Not all, period. You can't, your access will be denied. Just like that 4,000 lumen Sony projector got sitting on my table, the wall denied it. The screen accepted it. That's what happens. So if I basically were to darken the environment a little bit more, which means I would have to change my environment, I have to turn my living room into a cave, then this would pick up a little bit better. That's the sacrifice field you go through. That's why, again, it comes down to your screen. It really does. Screen's going to make and break your projector setup. See? Can't read it. Big difference. Won't read. That's why when you look at these gray screens and white screens, they're in these ambient light controlled environments. Gunmetals literally don't have to be in those environments. They have a powerful enough gain to take it. They're darker screens. They don't have to worry about that. That's literally how much you miss off your screen. So if I want to sit there and I want to take out this mirror, I want to put a nice screen in there, put some nice frame around it, woodwork frame so it matches my furniture. So I can watch my movies, which I'd probably use an ultra short thinner to tell you the truth. I do not want a projector in the background hitting the screen. I'd rather have it right there. I can go watch movies, sports, whatever I want. Put it right there, costs less than a TV, and I can use it in a fully lit environment. Yep. Because that's the way it's supposed to be. And people will go out and spend thousands of dollars for a more expensive projector just to fix the problem, when all in all was your screen the entire time. Now, when I talk about the condensed lighting hitting the screen, see this? Turn the projector off. That's literally how much light has to make contact with your screen if you're using it with condensed lighting. Because if you can't handle this lighting we have here and here, the problem is that if you run into any environment that may have these lights, what are you going to do? You better pray that them lights are not underneath your screen. Majority of people who have to deal with these lights, or they put them in, they put them way over here, as I told you before, and this screen is protected. It's underneath this lip right here. So when that light shoots out over here, it's not making any contact with this at all, period. That's why when you do condensed lighting, it has to hit the screen. Every house that I go to, the lighting's always different. I look for houses with a lot of windows, a lot of light, because again, I want to be to introduce the screen. Each time the screen gets a chance to experience a new environment. This is one of the best places I moved at because I had actual condensed lighting making contact with the screen, which is extremely important. Because if I ever get into a situation, like I did get into a situation like that, as a matter of fact, at the place where I was doing the screen setups, they had these lights all over the place, and they were literally on top of the screen all the time. Down there in that auditorium, they were all over the place, and they were right there, dead on top of the screen. Couldn't miss them. Our screens were able to thrive in that environment because we had tested our products already against an environment just like this. But if you basically dodge that, you avoid those demonstrations, or you try in a way where you try to like fake it, like put the lights way over here and your screen over there, or you're in trouble. You jump in an environment like that, you're gonna have a whole lot of problems are gonna pop up. I'll show you. We had to be in an environment just like that. There were tons of lights everywhere in that auditorium. I was like, gee whiz, this whole place is just governing up my lights. Literally it was. Let me see. That's why you never fake them demonstrations. Let me see. Just put down on site. That's pretty much what comes up. All right, here we go. On site. Should put down on site ultra short throw, because here it is where we're in the thing. Short throw. Let me see. Oh, that's the screen innovation. We got it. Another one, the hallway. We had to do the demonstration in the hallway. Lights don't go off in the hallway. They never went off in that hallway. Here we go. Perfect example. See that? Right on top of the screen. There were dozens of these lights, literally all over the place. They're right on top of the screen. So again, you're going to bump into these lights. They're going to be everywhere. So if you have to go on site and you go into place at auditorium, stuff like that, they have those lights that are all over the place. Again, you're going to have a very difficult time trying to be able to get your screen to work, because again, if you dodge that, you're going to basically face it sooner or later. See? Got to be able to hit that with no problem. And that's why that house, when I saw it, I was like, oh man, this is fantastic. The test that we could do in here is going to be unbelievable. So I got the portrait here. I'm gonna do these and stretch it, and I'm gonna do the port. No, I'm gonna bring this up, and I'm gonna do the tables underneath here. So I'm happy with that. I'm gonna leave that there with the two portraits right there. And then I'm going to do tabletops here, tabletop projection, which we have dozens of those. Put a new section in. Yeah, you got to do those. I watch it. And it's not just, I see certifieds do it too. Certifieds fake them left and right. They'll have the whole entire environment set up. I saw it with the lead screen. They'll have the lights out here in the center. And man, you can't do that. That's why in every environment, they always adjust their lights. Because it's protocol for them. It's basically like you have to be... It's part of the whole thing. You have to be in ambient light controlled environment. So when I'm on there over there on the form sites, they're talking about, well, ambient light. Actually, there's a section there talking about ambient light rejection technology, ambient light controlled environments. You have to have that perfect setting. The lights have to be just right. Well, you're going to do that to your whole entire house. Well, we only have an area especially for that. I could do that to the whole place and walk through. We show demonstrations on that, because you don't have to be subjected to ambient light controlled. Let me see. I want to do this for tabletop. I want to see if we can get a tabletop display on here. We can get an actual video of a tabletop. Actually, I think I saw something like that. Was it in 3D? It was in 3D. I think it was in 3D. 3D. Oh, that would be cool. That looks really cool for the tabletop display. Yeah, you got to make sure you can introduce your screens to as much abuse as you possibly can. If you slack on this, your screen will suffer. You think I'm joking? I'm dead serious. Your screen will suffer. All the environments you'll see us bouncing in and out of, we can go through those environments because we're used to basically being brutal to our screens. So that's how I was able to walk through an entire building with a $300 Sony projector and a $170 ultra short throw and pull up in any environment we sat at in that whole building. Now, if I basically faked my well, that's pretty cool. If I sat there and faked my demonstrations and I cut corners to try to make the screen look good, I'm in a lot of trouble in that environment because even I don't know what's going to happen. I can get in there and set up and have to shut everything down because colors don't come out right, contrast levels are fading, give you all kinds of problems that could pop up in that environment. Nope, don't need that, don't want that, don't want to go near it. Test the stuff, make sure it works. If we have a problem and something pops up, at least we can fix it before it gets to that point. So it's very important. Oh, look at this right here. This looks pretty cool for a tabletop display. Yeah, it does look pretty cool. I like that. I'm gonna use this one right here. That looks pretty cool if we do a tabletop display with this. Oh yeah, I like this. It has a 3D effect to it. When I play it, you'll see everything move around. But the tables are like that. The tables kind of give off a kind of a 3D kind of effect. So let me see. I want to stretch this just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. There we go. Then we can put our tabletop displays in here. Oh, we got so many tabletop displays. I think I'm going to put 6 of these in here. Let me see. So basically, we're turning the page into one big giant information page. That's where all these videos are dropped. We got tabletop projections, outside demonstrations, and we got a section over there for the colossal screens. We still got our demonstrations and black on black and all our tests and everything. It's going to be massive information on here. The Crystal Edge page has tons of it. It has one of the biggest grids we ever designed for outdoor demonstrations. Just about everything you can think of is on there. It's actually going to expand. It's going to be bigger than that because we got more demonstrations to put on that too. Let me see. As a matter of fact, we should make a gunmetal outdoor screen. Why not? There isn't one. No one has a gunmetal outdoor screen. Literally. Oh my goodness. We should make the Imperial. I think I'll make the Imperial because the Imperial wasn't designed to be an outdoor screen paint. We're going to make it an outdoor. Why not? I mean, even though the black screens definitely are, but again, it's a dark screen. It's an extremely dark screen. And this would be interesting. The reason why is because the Imperial is actually designed to go after the certified, to compete with the certified. We know the black technology can take it hands down. Let's we get another black screen, which I'm excited about this new screen coming in because that's going to be interesting. But all in all, the gunmetals can't take on the black screens. But the Imperial, on the other hand, is actually gunmetal. That'll be interesting watching that screen take on the other gunmetal screens, but it can do things that the other gunmetal screens can't do, which means ultra short they're compatible, which means you don't need special screens for that. And on top of that, it's fully weatherproof, which that's what we're going to do and make it fully weatherproof. Oh man, they're going to love that. They're going to freaking love that. We can go outside. What about you? That's going to be awesome. Definitely going to do that. We're going to make it a weatherproof also. Let me see. Let's get our tabletop projection screens. Tabletops. Let's see. Get our little menu right there. Pop it over here. I always tell myself, like, we're going to do a little bit of updating and then bam! Do a lot of updating. I love doing updating. Still gets tiresome and I go, oh, great. We're back for time. We're good. We're good. I got to be out of here. I had to go pick up my screen. It's going to cost me, well, actually, some of it's free. One part of it's free, but yeah, altogether, it's going to cost me about $4 to put it together. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. And we're going to spray the FLE technology on. You can spray it or roll it. It's up to you, whatever you want. The Infinity 7 is going to be a spray-on professional application only. Do you have to be a professional to spray it? Nope. Let me see. Table top projector screen. Projector And we're way past our mark here too. On top of that, we're in there wrong. Let's see. We have to be here. And I need to bring it up to my style. Up there. And still got to bring it back a little bit more. There we go. That's perfect. Make sure we got that right. Oh, table. Oh, thank you. Oh, shoot. What the freak is hitting me up? Oh, they like that one? Wait till they see this one come up. I can't wait to do that one against the daylight screen. We have ultra short though, right? And we do have an ultra short though for that. We do. Okay, that'd be perfect. I don't know for me, people. Ugh. I want to use my $60. That's what I want to use for my projector for my demonstration. I'm using a $60 NEC because I like the fact that it's saying it's $60. You know, it's a cheap projector. You have to pay a lot of money for it. There's a couple of them. I want to get Epson. I don't have an Epson's anymore, but I'm gonna get me Epson. Epson's like $95. Hopefully, I can get it for cheaper. I want to get it for real cheap Epson projector. Would be really nice. Let me see. Mount racing at 100 miles an hour. Yeah. All right, we'll do it this way. Macho man. That may be too much. Way too much. You surely you jest. No, I don't jest. All right, that's perfect. That'll work right there. First screen I'm going to show off. And our collection of gamer screens is the Sugar Plum Fairy and the Leviathan. They'll be the first two that we show off first. They're going to be coming up pretty soon. We have made a decision on screen size right now. The 109s, 106s, they're too big. They're way too big. So, talking to a bunch of gamers and stuff, what screens they feel would fit just right for them, it's actually going to be the 20, 40s, and 50s. That's what they're going to be. And some are going to be made out of glass. Definitely. Now, we are going to have the 106s, but they'll be basically like special order if you want one, and you'll have to put the form in for it. But other than that, that's what we're going to do. Did I get this spell right? Even I did. I usually game on big screens. I game on really big screens. But, man, when you're doing a screen at 150 inches, it is a little difficult basically trying to read what's coming up on the Navi. If I got information that's popping up on that side, I literally have to get up out of my chair and walk over to see it because the screen's so freaking huge. But when I play on screens of a normal size, yeah, it's a little more easier to read the screen. Now, if we're doing something like racing or something like that, flight simulators, I can see about having the 106s in. Let me see. And the difference between our glass, we're going to do some glass, 50-inch screens, is they're actually 16:9 format. Some are going to be 235.1. And we may do a couple of curves in glass. I haven't decided on that one yet. I got to bring some people in for that one because I'm not equipped for that. Let me see. Tabletop. All right, yeah, there is a separation in that right there. Definitely a separation. No, I want to change background. I need text. I just literally said text. Really? This is the road we're traveling down today? Did I ask for all that? There we go. Thank you. separation there. So it's TA. Oh, and you definitely got that incorrectly. That's not even spelled right correctly at all. Period. TB, LE. Got that little mixed up. That's supposed to be separated. So yeah, the glass. We're gonna do some glass. Glass and 50s. We may do 60 times this idea, but they're gonna be glass screens. Some of them, the portables, are going to be basically, we got some portable ones coming out for the RVs and stuff like that, but the gamer screens are all going to be glass. It's just, the technology is going to display much better. It's invisible. It's actually front and rear. That's why they're doing them out of glass. And they're going to be lightweight, and they're going to be tempered. And so these things are going to be designed like not like the window glass. They have to be special. They have to be heat resistant, cold resistant. It's a special kind of glass we have to get. We have to get a special casing for them. So basically, these things don't shatter, get damaged. They can't be shipped in cardboard. It's not going to happen. It's going to be like a suitcase coming to your front door. That's what it's going to look like. You pop it open, and your glass is just going to be sitting there in a special case inside of it, because that's really how we have to ship them. It's not cheap. So we had to ship this thing. Like if you were to buy like a lens for your camera, you said they ship those things today. That's literally how we ship those. It's going to have the stand and everything you set up. It'll come with gloves, so you don't basically, your screen, all that. It's going to have a clear border, and I think I might do an embezzle, which means I might do an embezzle cut into it. We can put like a laser optic fiber line through it. So they're going to be sick. You can put your projector behind it, put it in front of it. It's up to you how you want to do it. And it can run off picos. They can run at 50 lumens off a pico projector in a fully lit environment. These things are going to be beasts when we get done with them. I like the whole pico projector setup, especially from the experience I had from this one over here. So definitely want to happen so they can run off pico projectors. You're going to be beast. So, oh, I forgot. Then we have to go in and update all that glass. It'll be cheaper to get over here, chill on top of that. All right, this will be cool. Let me see. Projector screens. There should be an S there, Bird. The S should be there. Okay, tabletop projection screens. All right, let's get it. Let's get their players for this one. We got the portraits in there already. Let's go drop these in here. Let me see. We need video players. I literally have the song Ice Ice Baby playing in my head right now. I have no idea why. Oh, let's kick it. That's what popped off in my head. I said, let's get it. Let's kick it and do the Ice Ice Baby. I literally got that in my head. That dance he had was freaking addictive, because everybody was doing that dance. Oh, man. Let me see. Get this in here. Did I blast Ice Ice Baby on my boombox? Yeah, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. The movie, anyway, the movie sucked. It did. The movie was horrible. One like Beat Street or Crush Groovin'. Some people liked it. I didn't like it. I thought it was corny. All right, here we go. These in here. When I do this with the slow fade, I want to see some of my images pop up. I'm definitely going to have to match that background a little better too. I think I'm gonna, oh, it's going to take so much time long to do that at the end of the day, but you know, detail is everything when it comes to a website. So giddy up. Gee, but it's going to take a while. 7, almost. I got another hour left. I'm only going to be out of here. Let me see. Let's get our tabletops. All right. Yeah. So when you're looking at wasn't there something else literally I was supposed to do? See, this is the reason why my mind gets sidetracked. I was supposed to look at something. Oh, Petro. That's what I was supposed to be looking at. See, there you go. Before I start this, I'll literally forget that right from the door. When my mind jumps in 3 different directions at the same time. Did I get this right? I think I got it wrong. I think it's the other way around. It's got a weird name to it. Petro. There we go. I forgot this right. Let me make sure I get this right. I'm not sure. This is it right here. All right, so this is where you go. And you want to start your own business at the end of the day, and you can't figure out what to sell. Like, I don't know what to sell, and this is where you go. This is where you get all this cool stuff. And yes, you got speakers, coffee makers, all this. As a matter of fact, I use my wholesale license to buy stuff for my home because, again, I don't have to spend the money that everybody else spends in the day. I get everything in wholesale. There's no way in the world I'm going to sit there and spend that kind of money at the end of the day. Get our speakers. Oh no, I should have put the whatchamacallits on there instead. All kinds of stuff for building, speaker wire, all this stuff right here for building anything you want. Ooh, this is all they want for that? So I gotta get back here and get this shopping in here. This is just basically for your boat. Speakers for your boat, stuff like that. What categories do we have in here? Categories, we got cell phones, we got for home audio there. Oh man, all this. You're gonna get overwhelmed when you come in here. There's a lot of stuff that they have in here that you can basically, we got speakers and accessories, photo DVD players, let me see. Headphones, karaoke equipment, karaoke machine. If I could sing, that would be fantastic, but I can't sing. Ceiling speakers, wall speakers. Actually, I need these for my setup for my, ooh, yeah. These are gonna be fantastic. I want to do, like I said, I want to do a wooden monitor, and I'm gonna have my speakers. These are fantastic. I'm gonna install wall speakers in. But yeah, it's a wholesaler, all that good stuff in there. Retailer, customer service, all that stuff. But I'll put all that information below free. I'm going to say this anyway because I'm going to send it to a friend of mine because he wants to start his own business. And he was asking about things he wanted to get for wholesale. And I'm like, I know a couple places. Get back over here. Now, what am I looking for here on here? I'm looking for table projection screens. Table projector screens. Excuse me. Gee whiz, we literally did that many. Yeah, this would be one of them. First time I saw this demonstration, I saw it on a company that did a table display, and I was like, oh, what the freak? Like, you can project off a table? Like, really? And I started, and then here we go. Now, see what I mean? See how big? This is the NEC. This is the projector I have behind me. See how big that projector is? It's a big machine. It's an ultra short throw, basic ultra short throw. But they're big projectors. So there's heat that blows out from this side. Blows this side. So anybody sitting on this side, you're getting a face full of heat. That's what you're going to get. But if we had these projectors, which are the smaller units like this, look at the size of this compared to that. We can have that elevated over the table easily. It can come down from the ceiling. It can be on a little tripod and come down from the ceiling and connect and hit the table easily. They make no sound. They don't need any lamps or replacement. They don't push out tons of heat. There's a vent right there, and really nothing comes out of that in the day. So this is much easier to do than that one right there. And we can generate at 50. So we get one of these at around 300 lumens. Yeah, we can knock that out with no problem whatsoever. And on top of that, there's not a lot of wires and cables because basically it's all battery powered. And if you want, you can put a little battery bank system on the back of here to extend the life on it. That's basically about it. Run your Fire Stick in here. It powers through there, and you can put speakers through there if you want, but speakers will run through this anyway. And you can Bluetooth your speakers right into the table. So yeah, much easier to do than doing one of these, which is fantastic. The reason why I designed this projector, because this NEC projector does more than just project to your wall. It basically has something called tabletop mode in it. These projectors do. So basically, usually when you project to a table, if it doesn't have that kind of like tabletop kind of display on it, your screen a wedge. It'll have like a little wedge to it. No matter how much you try to like keystone it flat, it'll have a little wedge. It won't be perfectly square. So it kind of throws the image off. So that's the reason why these projectors are designed for that. And the other projectors, the Epsons, are designed to do tabletop mode. But the other ones, they can't do it. So that's why they come with the stand. Epson has a stand too that also does the same thing. That's how I was able to do the Pac-Man perfectly as a square without it wedging. So that becomes an issue. Also, too, what's interesting about that projector is another setup on it. So there's another piece that connects underneath here. It allows you to turn the projector upside down and connect it to the side of the table. That way, if you have a glass table, you can project an image right up through your table. Yep, only those projectors have that mode. That's why people look at these machines and they bypass them because they're old at the end of the day. These projectors work perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with them whatsoever. It comes down to your screen. That's why you should be able to run it right off your table in a fully lit environment. I've never had curtains in my kitchen ever, and the reason why, because I didn't need them. Well, I did have curtains on this side because it was right next to my neighbor's house. But right here, never had to put, because I'm right in the back of a golf course. Like, really, no one's going to really see me. So I never had need to put curtains there at all, period. Tell you one thing, at nighttime, it's creepy looking over into all that dark. But either than that, it's pretty cool. All right, let me put this over here. We got this for our tabletop. Bam, bam, bam. Where we at for this? We're over here. Now I got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles playing in my head right now. Don't even ask why. It's just it's what plays in my head for music. All right, I like that right there. Let's grab ourselves another one. Let me see. That's floor. That was a table? Table-like. Oh, that's the giant table. That is the giant table. That's the Epson. That's the Epson projector right there. Yep, that's the giant Epson projector right there. Got a good screen. Epson projectors are pretty fantastic. So I got that one from that one. Let me get this over here. There we go. Get this one finished. That's perfect. Get this one right here. Put it right there. Oh, yes. So yeah, I'm saying when you're done this many tests, you should be able to go in and grab your videos out of your account like this. Just like easy. Tables, 3D, portrait, outside, inside, ceiling. You should literally have this many tests already done. I got over about 10,000 videos to choose from. All right, that one right there. And let me see. There's one right there. It's a table. Let me see what we got here. This is why you can't use a gray and you can't use, my ceilings were gray. So you can't use a gray and you can't use white screens for ceiling projection. It doesn't function well. See, I do all that test already. So basically we have to show demonstrations. What would a screen look like if we didn't paint it? That's what happens to your ceiling. All that literally is supposed to be black. The colors are all washed out. And we turn the lights on, that screen disappears. $3,000 projector. Won't produce and won't pick up on the ceiling. They don't register. Because I had the projector on, I was doing the live stream and said, hey, we didn't have the ceiling painted yet. I'm like, can you hit the ceiling with that? It doesn't work at all, period. Not at all, period. Colors wash out pretty bad. That's outer space. That's literally doing a star field on a ceiling of outer space. Sorry about that. That's it. Look how horrible that looks. Told you, can't read it. It won't function at all, period. Because it can't see black. You have to read the infinity black level in order to pick up. Do they work on tables? No. They don't function on tables either. They won't pick up. Can't get them to read. So if I wanted to do a star field, if I want to turn my table into nothing but stars, I can't do that with the gray or white screen. It can't read it at all. Done all these tests already. Won't read it. See? Can't read it. That's why I told you that. You can only, no one's going to take a $4,000 or $5,000 projection screen, cut it, and fit it to a table. It's just, they're not going to do it. It's too expensive. You're not going to take a $5,000 screen and lay it on the floor and walk on it. And you're definitely not going to plaster it to your ceiling. That paint basically applies to anything surface we hit it on. So when we get people saying, oh, the grant, no, you don't register. You can't read. That projector is 3,600 lumens, ultra short throw. It is sitting right on top of the table. It can't read the white and it can't read the gray. It won't register. It won't work at all, period. What are you going to do? Just stick the colors only? That's what you're going to do? And then put the table in complete darkness? Can't do that if you're in a restaurant. Or you're in an office setting and they have to use the table in a really well-lit environment. How is that going to work? You have to do a presentation and all that stuff when it's really high tech. It won't work. Ain't going to read. And people come at me and they think I'm doing this because I'm mad. No, it does not read. I'm not saying it to be nasty. I'm not saying it to be rude. It's simple fact. It doesn't read. But I mean, if you don't believe me, I tell them, go over there to the forum sites that we're at right now, have a conversation with them, convince them that your gray or white screen at the end of the day is going to read. They're going to tell you from the door, they're going to show you it doesn't work that way. You have procedures that you have to go through. You're definitely going to spend the money for expensive machines to fix it. You don't read. Can't pick up. As you're going to try to skip every contrast level, which that's virtually impossible because everything you have literally has contrast in it. You have to read 100% black. So they won't read it. As a matter of fact, why didn't I use that demonstration? I'm going to put that right up there too, because it's actually very important to have that up there. So, you know, I get people that get mad at me. Over here, I get people get mad at me, but, you know, it doesn't read. You have to know the limitations of your product. It doesn't do everything. So you can't do that at all, period. When I was talking to a company over in Australia, they were talking about how they wanted to do the floors. They weren't going to spend all that money for the expensive screens. You know, you'll damage one of those screens. If you walk on one of them things, you got to be very careful. They're very delicate. You got to be careful with them. So they couldn't do that. And they tried a white screen, it didn't work. They tried gray, it didn't work. It can't pick up the soul, it can't pick up the black levels, and they wash out with all the light hitting the screen. A screen laying to the floor is going to take 10 times more light than a screen laying against the wall. It's in direct contact with all the light in the environment, windows, everything. So in order to get it to function, they contacted us. Because we can walk across screens. They saw me walking across the screen and doing demonstrations and stuff. But again, they don't read. Even if you're in a pitch black, dark environment, they don't read. We bring a 52 in here, drop it in the dark, they won't pick up. And when people say, can you paint your ceiling with this stuff? No, your ceiling, an infinity ceiling is black. There's a reason why it's black. Because it's showing a solar system. And outer space is black. So how in the world are you going to do an infinity ceiling for your business if the ceiling's gray? It can't read it. See, right here. And usually I can turn the lights on. I can watch an entire solar system with the giant screen, but I can't do it here because I showed a demonstration of showing what happens if we never painted the ceiling. That's our solar system. Not even there. All you see is these little white spots. That's hit the stars, but the entire galaxy is gone. You can't produce anything up there. So, you know, when people get angry at me about this, oh, you're just slamming. No, I'm not slamming your product. I'm telling you the truth. You are in denial. It does not work at all. It won't pick up that infinity contrast level. You need it. It's very important. You know, I don't have to say much in there. I just say what it is because people already know. They do gray screen paints and they do a lot of demonstrations and stuff. And all the demonstrations are in really dark environments because they can't have lights on because the screen will basically disappear. When people are just bent on believing what they want to believe, no matter what. But you know what? Reality does kick in. See? You should be able to function just like that. That's my $300 Sony projector on the floor. So that's how you should be able to function in your environment. See that? Displaying off the table. That's my Epson right there off the table. And then I got my Sony in the other room. What the freak is this? When did I buy that? Oh, yes, one of the servers. I'm like, what the freak is that? I'm looking at that thing like, I remember getting that. You know, see that? Sit down. I should be able to watch my screen, fully lit environment. Should never have to turn my lights off if I don't want to. I should have that option. $126 on the Sony. Sony got lens shift on it too. That projector has lens shift capabilities. Not big time, but they do work. Now see, now look. Remember the demonstration I showed you with the screen not painted? Now look at this right here. See? Big difference. If that ceiling was gray, this is literally what would happen to my screen. I couldn't read the infinity ceiling. I needed to pull my solar system. It wouldn't work. So when I showed you the screen without the paint, and my walls in here are gray. Without the paint, I can pick up the white levels, as you can see, but I couldn't pick up the contrast, which is needed to complete the solar system. It wouldn't run. See, now I can have my lights on. See, my lights are on. And I can basically run everything. See, nothing fades, nothing washes out. There you go. This is what I'm telling you about. When people get mad at me over this, I don't get this. People get mad at me over here. I don't get it over there. Because people over there accept it. People on YouTube, I'm not saying everybody, but some people just refuse to accept this. They really think at the end of the day, look, you want a reality check? Go over there. Have a conversation with them, and they'll tell you, no, 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 no. Matter of fact, there's a section over there. They talk about infinity ceilings over there. Go over there and tell them that you're going to paint the entire ceiling gray, and you're going to pick up the same thing they can pick up. I'm like, what are you picking it up with? What are you picking it up with? You can't pick up what I got over here. I got $20,000 ceiling installed. You're going to tell me that product's going to do the same thing my product? No, it's not going to happen. We go over there with our black technology. We go, yeah, we could do the same thing we're doing, but check it out. I can make my ceiling snow. I can make it rain. I can have thunder. I can even watch a movie off it if I want. Can you do that with your $20,000 screen you installed in your ceiling? How much money that thing costs you at the end of the day? Okay, there you go. And I can have more lights on if I want. So yeah, they get little. Some of them are nice and some of them are not nice when you go over there, because it's a $20,000 infinity ceiling installed in. Some people get a little bit, they think you better. At the end of the day, we just basically break them down a little bit. That's all we go over. So when you go over in that section, they're showing off and they're beautiful. They're gorgeous ceilings. But when they're showing off the infinity ceilings, you can't go over there with the gray paint. They're gonna say, how are you going to achieve an infinity ceiling? Dude, your paint's gray. That screen up there is black. There you go. So you can't go there. Now, they like the fact that when we go over there and we tell them, like, look, man, at the end of the day, I don't have to look at the same solar system every freaking day. Like, every time I look at it, it's the same stars over and over again. At one point, you're going to get, when you first get it, you're going to stare at it a lot. Second day, third day, but after a month, you're not looking at that thing anymore. You'll pop your head up. You'll be spending most of your time just looking at the screen because you done seen it so many times that now it's just become, it is what it is. The only people that are really going to hit the dry factor where they're going to look at it and go, wow, that's amazing, are people that are seeing it for the first time. Those are the only people who are going to be. But after a while, if you're watching everybody walking around this environment and no one's really looking at the ceiling anymore because everybody got used to it. Now, imagine you can change your ceiling out to anything that you want. That's always going to keep the attention going. And people are going to be asking, like, hey, can you turn it into this? While you look at the same stars, I can bring up an entire solar system and watch it in real time. You can watch the moon and stars. You can watch satellites, all that stuff, everything. Or we can just drop under the ocean. Anything you want. Make it snow, make it thunder, whatever you want, with the whole 9 yards. But that's what you should be to do, change your ceiling out. And it's not going to cost you 20 grand. So when we go over there and we pitch that line to them, they're like, wow, okay, where were you guys at $20,000 ago? We just weren't there at the time, 20,000. Well, we were there. A lot of people just didn't know. So you should be able to run it just like that. We also use this demonstration when we talk about ambient light rejection technology. What better way to show up ambient light rejection technology than to have your screen on your ceiling? Because most people are talking about ambient light rejection technology, their screen's sitting on the wall and they're in a controlled environment. You can't control your environment when you have a huge light right in the center of your screen. So, I say this not to say that the product just has too many limitations to it. You can't do much with it. That's all. Some people think I'm doing it because I'm hating on their product. I'm not in your product. It is what it is. I used to make gray screen paints. I know the limitation. Can only do so much with it. And now at the end of the day, like I said, even in the dark, it doesn't register because I can go in there with a cell phone flashlight, hit your screen, and it'll wash right on out, even in the dark. Doesn't accept light too well. The guy was showing me the infinity ceiling. He was like, look, I can change the stars here. I can make them blink. I can make them move a little faster and slower. I could bring up me on the end. I could bring up Saturn, Pluto, Venus, whatever you want. I could bring any one of those up. Heck, you can have fireworks display right off your ceiling if you choose. 4th of July party. And on top of that, the beautiful thing about it, if your screen was coated with our technology, not only do you pick up an infinity off the screen, but you also pick up the infinity up in the ceiling, and you can have all your lights on and watch the movies if you choose. You don't have to have a controlled or dark environment. Heck, your walls can be white. Doesn't make a difference. Where's this other one? I had another one for the table. We did that one. Oh, tabletops. We did a portable projection screen. I know we did a 50. We did a 50. There it is. That's the 50 right there. Ugh, we've done so many screens. Like so many of them. This is the one. Oh, yeah. And we did this on the 50. Really? See, this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes when I talk about our technology, same projector, literally. When I talk about our technology, Oh, look at this stack of freaking, whatchamacallit. This is where we were giving away the free paint sprayers. The stack of free paint sprayers. Matter of fact, we got one right there in the box. But I talk about how we want to do these projectors at 50 lumens on our screens. And we literally did this on a silver screen we used to make. It's the same projector. This is my baby, my same projector. I got to put this on as a projector we support. This is my screen. This is my 50-inch screen portable. So we've done this on this. We could easily do it on this technology with no problem. These are the portables right there. We did the silver. I ever forget how these things are. I can always go back and check them out. $50 lumens. What do we got? Yeah, okay. It's not bad for 50. Actually, it's pretty good for 50. But again, the black technology, oh man, all that would come in with no problem. 50 lumens on silver. We could pick up 50 lumens on. So we pick up 50 lumens on these either way. It doesn't make a difference, but still, man. Yeah, we did these tabletops already. These are the ones we want to do for we want to do a setup for the tiny homes and the RV life. I got a few people who do the RV life. Yeah, Epson tabletop projection screen setup. Or we just painted the table, period. Yeah, definitely gonna put this one in. This is the Epson $95 projector. Yeah, I forgot about that. I did those tabletop ones. I got to go back and research those because we ordered a bunch of those. Want to convert those to black technology. Got two more at the bottom. I pretty much completed because this list is really long. My front page, it has a lot of stuff on it now. Let me see. I'm going to go back in and get we got from here. Oh, he's watching the game off of that too. Did that one already. Oh, we didn't do rear projection. Oh, yeah, we got to do our rear projection setups on here too. Definitely got to do rear. We got a ton of those demonstrations. We can only do 6. Wait, I've done this one already? I've done this one twice. I've done that one twice already. Oh, panels. We didn't do the panels. All right, we got the section for the knockoffs right there. Outside invisible technology. Okay, we'll get to that later. Oh, these are the rear. Oh, there we go. Is this the koi fish? It's the koi fish. We're doing this one right here. Taking this one too. This probably doesn't even complete. Am I completed on this already? Oh, no, got one more to go. She whiz. All right, get that knocked out of the way. This one over here. I want to do curved screens too. But we don't do the curves, so we can't well, we should do the curves. We can just advertise exactly what we can do. I forgot to hit that loop in there. Almost time. Okay, gotta go pick up my screen. I gotta go pick up the parts for what I'm putting together. All right, we need on this one. Let's see, that's the oh man, I love the tabletop screens. I did the tabletop screen because I wanted to sit and watch cartoons and eat. That's why. Check this out. the light in the center, right on top of the table. And we brutally, that's what our tests are, brutal. Got to make sure this stuff is going to run. I do not like embarrassment. I really don't. I like to make sure my stuff runs. That's why we put ourselves through all this brutal testing. This is the right stages of ambient light rejection technology, testing screens to make sure they run. So much light do we have hitting screens? Tests have to be brutal. Right now I got my floods. The floods are powerful. I got these real powerful floods. As a matter of fact, that wouldn't be a bad idea to use those babies. I use one of them suckers. We already used one already. To how to flood the screen out. See how much the screen can take in. Because you have to abuse the technology. Look at that. See what I mean? All that light making contact with the screen. Do not, if you're going to get into this field of developing screen paints, do not do the ambient light don't do it. The ambient light controlled environment, stay away from it. Introduce your screens to as much light as you possibly can. And let me tell you something. Do not set them on the floor. They pick up on that quick, extremely quick, especially in them form sites, because they'll ask you, why is your screen on the floor? They know why it's on the floor. They're not ever supposed to be on the floor. That's it. Just if you're doing displays, if you have the screen set on the floor because you're setting it up and you do a demonstration of it, big deal. Okay, cool. But if every single demonstration the screen's on the floor, it's a red flag because the screen is dodging light. That's why they put them on floors. You never see elite screens. You never see a Black Diamond setting screens on the floor. None of the big companies set screens on the floor. They're not supposed to be on the floor. You're supposed to have enough. The closer to the lights, the better. That's why if you notice, if you look here, that's how much room we have between that and the lights. And if you notice, we removed all the covers off the lights so they had direct contact with the screen. See? Direct contact at all times with the screen. So don't set screens on floors. Bad idea because it's light dodging. I love the fact that I get the biggest critics on my screens in there, and I freaking love it because at the end of the day, we're passing. We are passing. Throw my stuff in there to see how people react to it. Did we do this one already? This is one we did already, right? For the table. Did that one already. Oh, here we go. This is the one I need. Why the gray and whites don't pick up on screens. They won't pick up on tables at all. Any application that we put a gray and white on, we have to make sure that it's not going to work. If it doesn't work, keep in mind, like I said, when we go on site, we're going to run in white screens. We're never going to hit those all the time. We have to show the difference between the two. Gray screens, if we happen to pop in one of these, at least we're prepared for it because we can show there's a difference. One of the things we got asked in one of the forum sites is white levels. We love doing white levels. We do white levels against a white surface all the time, at 1,000 lumens, at 50. And we could do it at that range, then that means that a gray would be a cakewalk. White screen is a much harder screen to try to beat when you're doing a white level demonstration to see how high your white levels push up. If that white screen is not able to turn your screen unwatchable, guess what? Gray screen doesn't even have a chance. Let me see. I'm going to get this one. I think this is our last one for this one right here. So that's why you have to do the white level test because they're going to request it right from the door. Yeah, I was like, what haven't you done? No. Gotta think about that one for a minute. Literally, what haven't we done yet? Oh, I haven't done a 235.1 outside. That's the only thing I haven't done. That's the only thing I'm missing is a 235. We've done screens in direct sunlight. We've done form of projector. We can pretty much name we've already been through. We've done 4K because we had 4K projectors. We've done inside, outside forms of fabrics and materials, done floors and ceilings, just about everything. The only thing I haven't done was a 235 outside. It's the only thing I haven't done. It's a 235. That's the only thing I'm missing to do. All right, that's done. That's the entire table. All right, I think my next section here. Oh, did we run out? We're out? We're out? No! out. We are out. We ran out of room. I think we ran out of freaking hard drive space. We don't have a section here where we can basically nothing. Let me see. Oh, we got it right there about to say. I thought we ran out there. I wanted to do let me see what's the next one I gotta do. Bum, 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 bum. I was just thinking about it. I wanted to do I'm gonna go back and see if I can figure out exactly which one it was. Hey, oh, rear projection. I want to do rear projection. Definitely want to do rear. Have we done rear? We done rear on the other one, but I want to do. I want to wonder if we have done rear. Hey, hey, hey! I'm on vacation every single day because I love my occupation. Let me go take a pass through. I'm gonna save this too on top of that. Make sure we save this. So we have this. I'm trying to think of something we haven't. The only thing we haven't done yet is, I've done holograms already. I haven't done a 235 outside yet. Literally haven't done that one yet. So that one I definitely want to do. Floor. We got ceiling. We have ultra short throw. We have window technology FLE gain. We have, let me see, outdoor screens. We have gaming, that's already done. We have projector mapping applications. And we have the FLE technology. We don't have a section for rear. I definitely want to do some rear demonstrations. Hey, 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 I'm on vacation every single day because it is my occupation. Because I love my occupation. I hear that song so mixed up. That's the FLE window technology. Did I put that down to FLE? Should put down window technology right there too on top of that. I think I'm definitely going to probably going to do 4 videos with this one. I'm going to do 4. And we'll do the rear technology. We've already done like this. It's a tabletop. The tabletop looks pretty cool, but I still want to do something else with the tabletop. I don't know, I'm going to change it to something else. And I'm going to do here, I'm going to set in for another section I want to put in for our rear screens. I'll put that in next. I'll put that in right there. Yeah, I was trying to figure out something we haven't done. We've done submersible. Ugh. Screens underwater. We've done that one. Ugh. So I think I'm going to put this section right here. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Come here, you hamster boy. Hamster boy. Hamster boy. Yeah, boy. Hamster boy. All right, let's get this knocked out real quick. We're going to do 4 on this one, because we're going to do our video players over here. I'm going to take this whole section out on this right here and then come in and stretch it just a little bit. Get a little stretch on that one. There we go. And get our background for this. As a matter of fact, let me go get the text for this one right here. Oh man, I know it's long, got a lot to do. Text messaging. Text messaging. Oh, that's funny. Text here, and we're going to stretch this out. And we're going to put in this section our rear projection screen. So I want to put some of those in here too. I got the FLEs in there, but that's not so much rear. That's FLE technology. And then we're going to come change to this with the text. I'm going to shrink it a little bit. That's perfect. Go in here and put my font. Get my font in here. Here's my font. And then put in our rear projection screens. Rear. Well, actually, front and rear. Definitely went over on that one, but I ain't worrying about it. I'm going to shrink it some anyway. There we go. Front and rear projection screens. All right, let's get our background. I'm feeling this right here. I'm going to take this instead. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling this right here. I want this right here. There we go. Put this right in here. I like this abstract for our front and rear. Try to keep it different. Try to keep it different. All right, front and rear projection screens. We're going to get our video players for this one right here. Let's drop some video players in so we can get some of our videos in there. There we go. So we're doing our front and rear screens. Because I want enough information so when people come in, they can see all the experience that we have when it comes to projection screens. So we cover just about every category. We're going to be updating some stuff on the Chriswood site. We're expanding our video players over there because we have the new technology coming to the gunmetal. Let me do 4 for this one because I'm just almost about a ton of time. And I want to put my videos on display of our side-by-side demonstrations versus certified. As a matter of fact, we'll load those links into our shopping carts directly, so people can see a comparison of our technology versus $5,000 and $6,000 projection screens. That's why I said at the end of the day, you can't make this statement that your product can compete with these screens without the test. Because if you say, yeah, my product can take on these screens, you're going to go up in the room, you're going to say, people are actually going to have these screens, you're going to say, show me. Show me a screen that I just paid $6 grand for. You can actually show me a difference. Let me see. Let's go with rear projection screens. I'd be the same way too. If I spent $6,000 for a projection screen, somebody came and said, hey, I could do the same thing, but much, much cheaper. I'm like, man, you're going to have to show me. Rear, front and rear. There we go, front and rear technology. We got customers, put everything here. Tabletops, rear technology, outside rear, on-site rear. I'd be ad tech. We can use that as FLE technology for that. That's FLE technology, just window glass technology. Can't use that one. I forget which one's going to use. Oh, definitely going to be using this one. No. I don't want to use that one. I want something with a much bigger display. Oh, that's FLE technology. Can't go near that because that's for TV. As for ad technology, it's completely different. This is for something else. Let me see. This was on site. Yeah, it's on site. No, it's on site. Something bigger. Oh. No, I don't want to clear any black. It has to be black. Here we go. That's perfect. All right, this one out of the way. This has submersible. That's underwater. Can't use those. They're actually front and rear, but still, it's submersible. We have to have a special section for submersible screens. Oh yeah, I remember this demonstration. I swear, I'm not gonna bring it up. I swear, I tell you, people challenge me, and I just don't understand. Just don't get into things you don't understand. Honestly. All right, where's the other one at? Let me see. Um, Rear. Okay, this is another one too. This is black technology on rear. Oh, we did this one already. Yeah, this one here. Did I get this one already? In the loop? Yeah, we did the loop already. Okay. Yeah, that was a sick one. What was this one? Was it? This is a oh yes, a 4K invisible. That's what it is. That thing is sick. We're actually going to be doing something like that. It's a black version. We're going to be doing, but it's going to be the actual physical screen. We're not going to sell the paint. Wow. Seriously, yeah. 10 years ago, we had invisible technology. I keep forgetting we had it 10 years ago. Is this the Halloween screen? Ah, yeah, this is a Halloween screen. Oh, yes, this is the zombie screen. This is the zombie screen. This screen was sick. That is the zombie screen. Look at this thing. That thing was crazy. That's black technology. Literally pushing a white level that high. Oh, definitely going to be using this demonstration right here. Oh, I got to post this. Where's my other channel right here? I'm on my Black Series. Yeah, we definitely got to post that link. Yeah, I got you. People popping in on the chiming on the new stuff. Right there. Let me see. Let me see. Is it pre-coded? Yes, it's pre-coded. 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 Coded. Black out off. On vacation. Yeah. Ah, did I say that? Or did I jump back on that one? Let me see. Did I get the Halloween screen in there? I think I saved it, right? Let's see for a minute. Pretty sure I got it. Yeah, I did get it. Right, cool. That one's in there. Let me see. She put outside on the rear. Let's see if we get on that one too. See rear projection screens outside. Forgot the D, buddy. There we go. All right, this one's done. So we got our rear projection screens. Ooh, got the crack of the lightning. Rear projection screens. That's all finished and completed. Oh, that's a lot of videos. That's a lot of videos. No, I should have put this in right here. This is your, let me see, change a little bit. Arcan, that's an Arcan. Oh, these would look good if I just have them going on a slide in. Slide with fade. Slide would be nice. Let me see. Yeah, I'll do it this way. Full picture slideshow. Oh, I got more customer demonstrations to do on slideshows today too. We gotta post. What I'm going to do right now. I gotta post those, and I gotta go in and I gotta basically drop more pictures in here. How many these picture slideshows we got? That's not gonna be enough. How many can we max out on here? We're probably gonna do about 1,000. So let's go knock out and see what we got. Because we added in FLE, we got FLE, and we got advanced ambient projection. We're doing both. So we got tons of pictures on that, tons of pictures on other ones. So it's gonna be interesting to try to keep track of all this. Let's see what we got here for our pictures. We can upload more. Come on, give it to me. All right, there and see what we got to do for our pictures here. Oh, how many we got in here? Only 79. All right, let's knock this out real quick. We got to upload the rest of these. Way beyond on that one. Let me see. I don't want to do another upload. We done another upload. We got uploads on top of uploads. Whole section here. Oh yeah, definitely gonna take all of these. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a big player. We're taking this whole section here. This is AO technology now because we get brought back the other ones. Let me see how far this goes down. Oh great goodness, this goes all the way down to here. Yep, keep going. How many can we load in? That's it. That's our break line. All right, that's it. We'll take from here and then we'll drop another load in. How many loaded in over the top? Let me see. All right, these are all in. All right, let's get more. See if we can max this thing out. Add more pictures. Add. Okay, we hit that line. Let's hit this whole section here. Let's bring it down, max it down. Okay. How far can we go? Oh, got more. All right, we'll max this whole section. Wait, we got no more in there? Right, no, that's as far as we can go. Okay, because these are the rest. These are not pictures of something else. Right, let's load these in. Galleries are huge. I got over thousands and thousands of pictures. Like I said, I went in and just found out that you can check to see how many views you have accumulated in all your videos. I have 2 million. I had no idea I had that many views on all my videos. Actually, not all, a million a piece. No, I'm talking about all combined together. It's 2 million. Let me see. We need more pictures. More pictures. We're going to put another video player in here. Another picture slideshow in here. I'm afraid no one's going to be to go through all these pictures. If they do, I mean, hats off to you if you do it, but it's a lot of pictures. Crystal Edge has tons of them that are attached to it. We've got multi demonstrations and virtual rooms and all that other stuff done. Are we maxed out right here? See how many more we got to go in here past these clipboards. Okay. These are all videos. I gotta drop all these videos in. Of course we do. Wait, shouldn't we have all these videos attached to the we got a whatchamacallit? We got a customer page on here. All these should be in the customer page. So I gotta drop all those in there. What are these for? I think we dropped those in there. Yeah, we dropped these in there already. Oh, this is on site. These are all pictures on site. Demonstrations, black versus black demonstrations, glass technology. Oh, we'll take this whole section right here. Come on, work with me. And we got the on-site demonstrations that got to go in there too. Take this whole section. We got to put another gallery. We're going to max out our gallery. Let's see if we can get more. See the what's going to go more in there. Now we got tons of pictures, and the demo pages have tons of pictures, but we just want to make sure that they got plenty to do when they come in. Let's see, past this mark. This is the visual art right here. I gotta come back in there and see what we have on our whatchamacallit page. Oh, this is Tech Technology. This is the glass technology. We have no pictures on this. Well, let's just take this whole section here. I'll take this whole section for our pictures there. Let's add tech. And we're going to be redoing the splatter screen. The box is nice, but I need to be a little bit more professional. So I'm going to build me a fixed frame screen and basically splatter one section, just wrap it around there. Just do a large 120-inch or 100-inch screen and do it on a splatter effect. But I do like the fact that we turned the cardboard box into a screen. And cardboard is so cheap. I think some of it's free. All right, let me see. All right, this is all ad tech. So I'm going to take this whole section here. There's a way to go out in the heat and do dozens and dozens of videos and pictures so we could back up everything we're saying. Because again, got to back everything up. I went out there in that heat getting cooked. I had to go out there every hour and see how the screen was functioning. Oh, this is on-site demonstrations. Oh, yeah. Take the whole thing. How far do we go back on this one? I think this is going to be... We got more, but I'm going to basically have to... Gee, what is this? This is a lot. Let's see how far we can go into. Gee, this is our demonstrations on white levels. No, this is as far as it'll let me get. How many pictures do we have in here? We're at 233 pictures. We can hit 1,000. We can definitely do 1,000 here. I think we'll make all picture shows about 1,000 pictures in. So if you've got just about everything in here, we got everything from projector mapping, rear technology, you name it, it's in here. But we're not even anywhere near close. So we'll drop another 200 in. See, that was the on-site, right? Yes, that's the on-site. Oh, this is on-site again. This is the back room. Take this whole section. Come on, all the way over. I gotta do this. Come on, come on. We got more room than that. Come on. All right, we stop here. This is for the back room. We gotta do demonstrations in the back room. And this is 150 inch in the back room. Go decent. Bam. Our freaking collection is huge. Oh, did we max out? I think we did max. No. These are the back ones. Okay, I'm about to say, I know we hit the back wall. We did the back on-site white screen demonstration versus our technology. All right, I'm good. I'll take that one. Man, that freaking beefy. My freaking photo player is beefy. That's a ton of pictures in there. Demonstration, picture demonstration. I'm going to put down Get that, and I need to put down here. Oh, be nice. I need to put down FLE and give me that what you call for the N abbreviation for N and ambient light projection, because we do both. What freaking font is this? Really? I mean, it's pretty cool. Let me see that for a minute. What's the font for this? Oh, really? Interesting. Coming soon. Oh, no, we got to change this. Available now. Let me see. Where we at? Coming soon. That's already available now. New. Should be a happy customer. That's the page. Oh yeah, those are outside already. Okay, cool. These are done. I got them in there loaded up. Then we need to go to site menu, pages. I need to go to, let me see, Sugar Plum Fairy. Yep. And now it changes out to $20, $40, and $50. $16.9 glass. Who's cap on that one? Glass projector screens. Don't tell me I wrote wallpaper on literally just everything. I think I just did write wallpaper and everything. Oh, man. Really? Glass. Did I write it in here? Yeah, I did write it in here. Gee whiz. Really? I'm going to write something in something. Let me see how it goes. And later on, we're going to have the gamer desk, but they're not going to be available yet. I got to bring the crew together for that one. Everybody's got to be together. Got to have a meeting with that. We're going to build it, put it together, blueprints, all that good stuff. Yeah, NDAs, you know, normal stuff. That's literally has to be done on that stuff right there. I'm getting a couple for myself. I'm getting a Leviathan and Sugar Plum Fairy. Actually, I'm getting all of them. It's going to be a couple of really cool ones. We're going to do some customization too. So you can go to the website, you can pick out your speakers, LED lights, all that stuff. Yeah, I'm going to Lego this baby together. Let me see. 40 and 50 inch. 16.9 glass. Gaming projection screen. New FLA technologies is going to be front and rear technology coating. Coming in 2024. You gotta change the labels. You put it on the labels. Oh man, dagnabbit, really? That's what I hate about. This is why I gotta pay someone to do this, man. At the end of the day, literally gotta pay people to do this, cause man. Let's see. You did it again here. Wallpaper. How many times you got to write it in? You literally need one time to put it in there. Like seriously. This is me arguing with myself about doing too much. Like how many times you got to write this in here? Hopefully I did the rest of them, not this much. 50. Does this thing have a specification sheet on it? Chances are it probably does have a specification sheet. Knowing me, I probably did put one in here. I don't know if we're doing it. Let me see. And we got the unicorn. Oh crap! Forgot. We got to work on that one. I'm not doing that right now. Definitely not doing it right now. This is where basically I start off on doing the updates and everything is good. Then it gets down to the end of it, the tedious part of it. Yeah, I get frustrated. I don't know what, because again, I'm tired. Well, at least we didn't put it there, so that's good. We don't have to rewrite it there. We can do all this. Oh, again, fantastic. The girls have too. They have a unicorn. Literally, these things come with unicorn headsets. They come with free unicorn gaming headsets. They're gonna be sick. Sick. Okay, we didn't do it in there. Okay, cool. So we'll publish this section right here. Got all that updated. We're gonna do the glass screens, definitely. And then the RVs, more like the RVs, the tiny homes, stuff like that. They're going to have the portable. These are the PVCs, because again, they're going to be able to do a lot of moving around, and you don't want something fragile like that when you're moving stuff around, especially when you live in the RV life. You don't want a glass screen and you're moving around in your camper and this thing hit the ground and shatter. It's not going to shatter where it's not shatterproof. It's like if it breaks, all the glass stays in one section. It's not going to be like pieces of glass all over the place. That's what it's designed to do if they fall over. But, you know, Other than that, you don't want something like that in there. So the more PVC portable screens are perfect for that. This is for the gamer. Gamer's going to have a screen sitting on top of a desk. It's not going anywhere. It's just going to stay right there on its desk. You kind of got to think of all that stuff. You know, you're going to do a glass screen. You know, you can only put it in certain environments. Can't stick that in those environments because again, you have a smaller home. Again, you're going to bump into stuff with the tiny homes. We don't want somebody's screen falling in the ground and shattering or getting cracked. So the PVCs are better, or plexiglass is better because you can knock them over. They're not going to get damaged. They're not going to crack. Screen's not going to crack nothing. So we could do that. I might even do for those particular homes because things do fall off from time to time. We might do Gorilla Glass, which is not Gorilla Glass, but you know, the hardcore hard plastic like that. We might use that instead because it's more durable, can take more damage. But for the gamer screens, you can add it for glass and just sit there right there. It's not going to go anywhere. And mind you, the OLED screens that you people game on, this technology is going to be much better than the OLED. Number one, it does have an infinity black level, so it can read just like an OLED can. But beautiful thing about this technology is front and rear. Can't do that with an OLED. Stick a projector behind that and see what happens. On top of that, it is basically formatted at 16:9, not format, as an actual 16:9, not formatted. You know how much a 16:9 OLED widescreen would cost you? Yeah, a lot of money. We're going to have ours designed in widescreen format. You can get all that when you put your options in for the glass. You can even get them curved because I found out they can curve the screens for us too also. Let me see if we can get it here. What do you got right here? Da, 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 da. Bum, 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 bum. We didn't put too much in here. Okay, cool. This is a specification sheet. We definitely have to basically update all this in here because we got more information how we want to design these. Because we went from wallpaper, and then I was talking to people about the wallpaper. So well, it's a little too big of a screen. It's like 8 feet wide, you know. And if you're gaming, you're going to have to sit back anyway to see it. You're not going to be sitting on top of a screen that big. And then when you're sitting back, if you notice it, you're basically looking at stuff you're going to have on your navigation, like over here, how many bullets, how much health we have, blah, blah, blah. You can't see that at a screen that big. You really can't. You really can't. The bigger screens, the big boy screens, I can read it, but sometimes I literally had to get up from the chair to walk over to see exactly what I was looking at because the screen's huge. Doesn't mean the letters are going to be big at all, period. So the smaller screens are much perfect for gaming. And I think 50s are huge. 50s, we got a 40 over there. Let me see. So I was talking to other gamers to say what would be a more comfortable screen for you, and it was like, yeah, anything within the 20s, and they're nice. They're like the 50s, they're big ones. They're like those, so they're perfect. I like them. All right, let me see. Oh, that's there. I just got to update the all that, but that's basically about it. See how many times we zonked this over into the other section. Leviathan has a lot more screens in their section. Well, it's not Leviathan, it's another name to it. Let me see, publish this. We got updated for that. There'll be glass. We got to change that. You got it in the title. You literally have this in the title. This is going to have to come out of the title. Wait a minute. This is supposed to have a promo demonstrator. Or promos don't pop up unless you have it in regular mode. You have it in live mode, the promos will drop. Okay, wallpaper. This has got to come out. So FLE. Wait a minute. What the freak? That's not supposed to be. Did we update that? It's supposed to be a Leviathan Black Inferno. How come we don't have that there? Okay, let me see. Inferno.
Right. Inferno is a 2016 movie directed by Ron Howard, starring Tom Hanks, Felicity Jones, and Omar Sy.
Yeah, everybody, just about everybody got set on fire on that movie. Let me see. Inferno. Oh, no. Inferno. That's the name it was supposed to be in the last one, but I didn't add that in there. Inferno. So let me see. INFERNO, Inferno Gamer. But we don't need gamer on there. I'm just gonna leave it Leviathan, blah 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 blah. Black Leviathan, Black Inferno. That's much better. Just too much. Just way too much out in there. Let's see. Glass. Put down Inferno Glass. Ooh, I like that. I like the sound of that. 20-inch. 30-inch. No, I'm sorry. 40 inch. And 50. No, I'm doing too much. Give me that. Thank you. We can put down glass. FLE glass. Glass projection screens. Matter of fact, take that out. We're gonna need to put a glass projection screens. I swear, I sat here and said, we're just going to do a little updating. That's all. Just a little bit. And boom. All right. We didn't put it here. We didn't put down wallpaper here. Ooh, good. That gives me an option for, I didn't put it in the label. That's fantastic. Okay, it's not in there. That is for the Cosmos Sunflower Thunder Shamrock. Ah, mother freaking Jerry's Ghost. We put it in the freaking Thunder Shamrock. Literally right there in the freaking label. Mother freaking Jerry's Ghost. It's in there. Dagnammit. Gotta replace that one. I can do that later. That's just a replace of the label, so that's good. What do we have here? Please tell me we didn't put it in here. Let me see. Blah, 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 blah. Scarlet Samurai Extreme. FLE. Scarlet Samurai. Okay, no, we didn't put it in there, so that's good. Did we put wallpaper up there? No, we just put that up there. Okay, cool. Okay. What about this? Is a demonstrator. Okay, that's good. That's the same thing. All right, you just have to go change that. I don't have to put anything in it to change it. Oh, this is the FLE Arctic. Sub-Zero Arctic Black. I can't wait. I'm getting one of these for myself. Actually, I'm going to build me a PC around this bad boy. This thing is going to be absolutely sick. It's going to be a cool looking PC. It's going to actually, the glass is going to look like it's actually in ice. It's going to look like it's actually frozen in ice. It's going to be sick. All right. Can't wait to do that one. Yeah. And that's it. Okay, so the only thing we have to do is we have to update the labels, because the labels for the fairy and the ones for the silver, no, what's it called? I can't think of the name of it. But anyway, they have to be updated, because definitely it's saved already. Yeah, we did save that one. Okay, that's already in the file. All right. Let me see. Past that already. We need to go back to our, where are we at right here? Oh, we have a sick file. I don't want this file together. Take this out. Oh, file. What do we have? All right, there we go. We're back to normal. Okay. I'm going to track down those labels and redo them. Here we go. All right, let's go over here. Do a touch up in there. Oh, I need something a little smaller. All right, mess with the art. A little smaller. I tell you, when I do this, I think about a movie called Finnegan's Rainbow. If you haven't seen it, you missed out. It's a musical. Some people can't do the musical. I can do musicals. But it's pretty good. I might download it and watch it tonight. Oh, this morning now. I'll watch it tonight. It's called Finnegan's Rainbow. I'm gonna check it out. It's a classic. It's like Sound of Music. Yeah, some people have never seen The Sound of Music. How do you never seen The Sound of Music at all, period? So that's what I love about my mom. My mom always introduced us to just better things, musical, opera, all that stuff. My mom was that kind of person at the end of the day. She liked really fine foods and cheese and wines and stuff. And she, you know, she always introduced that kind of culture to us, always kept us into the world of art and music and all that stuff. And one of the things we love are classicals and plays and stuff like that. And I love watching The Sound of Music. I've seen Fiddler on the Roof. I've seen Amadeus. I've seen The Nutcracker so many times it's not even funny. I've been to Japanese opera, all that stuff. Matter of fact, they got an opera house down here I'm about to go check out. All different types of music, jazz music, rock and roll, classical music, R&B, blues, all that stuff. I listen to everything. I like the oldies and the goldies. When you get to Frank Sinatra, Fred Astaire, you know, you get the jazz music, Pieces of a Dream, Herbie Hancock, stuff like that. Yeah, Mozart, Bach, all that. Tchaikovsky, Beethoven. You got to broaden your palette at the end of the day. Music they have today, I don't even bother listening to it. I can't get into it. I really can't get into the music today. I don't understand it. Don't want to understand it. Don't even want to try to understand it. Just don't care about it. It's not music to me at the end of the day. That music that people listen to now, really, it sounds like somebody trying to sing and trying to get out of a loose at the same time. It's just freaking. They're choking to death on food and they're trying to sing at the same time. It's horrible. There ain't no real good music anymore. Music in the 70s and 60s and all that, that was good music at the end of the day, especially the 70s. 70s had real good music. You got Dinah Ross, you got Dinah Summers, you know, you got Marvin Gaye, you got Al Green. The stuff we got today, ain't nothing but curse words in there. Nothing but curse words. They don't sing the same music. You got the Bee Gees, all of them back in the day. Let me see. Oh, there's a song called The Midnight Train to Georgia. That is my joint right there. I love The Midnight Train to Georgia. But now I can't get into any of the stuff we have today. The younger generation of our family, they listen to that stuff. I'm like, what the freak are you listening? You make out half this stuff. I think I heard somewhere between a drum beat of cigarettes, a clown, and chicken. Like, what the freak are they talking about? Even when you had rap music, when I was coming up, at least they told a story to it. You know exactly what's going on, like DJ Jazzy Jeff, Slick Rick, you know. But the music now today, yeah. Let me see. I want to put down, where's my text for this one? Yeah, it should be already in there. Let me see. I have to change this over to what? There we go. I got my field of interest in there. Get my green in there too. All right, I'm gonna put down R. Oh, we gotta darken this up a bit. I'll never see it. As a matter of fact, I think we might have to switch this out a little bit. That green needs to be a little bit more heavier. See what we get now. Okay, switch it to the other side. Let me see. Take yellow here, switch this out, bring the heavy green in here. But I like this green better. This green actually is much, much better. Let me see. Yeah, that's better. There we go. Now we'll put down 20-inch. Yeah. I took the younger generation to the opera. No, you're not wearing this, you're not wearing that. You're gonna wear a tuxedo, that's what you're wearing. And you're not going in looking like a freaking hoodlum. And get them dressed up, take them out, and see if they just can't stand still, sit still. Attention span's not even there. You can't really enjoy it at the end of the day. I don't understand it. And if you watch opera music that you don't even speak the language, you can still understand what's going on. You can literally see, you watch it. I mean, you watch anime, don't you? You don't speak Japanese, don't you? You understand everything that's going on, don't you, by the expression of what's going on? Okay, then there you go. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? But it's just more passionate. And if you don't cry, then you don't hang with me at the end of the day. If you don't, some people, food moves them, and they cry a little bit. And opera moves them. But if you're one of those people that you basically you don't have no compassion, you can't be around me at the end of the day. I love freaking opera. I like the balcony seats. If I can get them. That's if you can get them. They're the most desired seats. The balcony seats are the ones right up next to the orchestra. Oh, they're the ones. I don't want to be back in the nosebleeds. Let me see. 16.9. Glass. There we go. Our glass projection screens. It's like I don't do classic. I can't deal with it. You barbaric. Oh, you're not like classical music. I ain't got no Little Richard in there. You ain't got no. I've been going through people's freaking collections of music. Like, you ain't got no freaking Little Richard in there. You got no silver platters. You ain't got nothing in there at all, period. Like, come on. What do you got in here? Nothing. Junk, junk, junk. Definitely junk. Definitely junk. Yeah. You got nothing in there. You listen to Donna Summers? Gee whiz, that's just messed up. Yeah, that's all junk. Yeah, I go right to your houses. My the other ones, the other generation. There's 10 of us, and that 10 of us, there's 48 of the other half, which is actually the grandkids, and the grandkids got kids at the end of the day, and their generation. We just be looking at them like, sheesh, well, good gracious, unbelievable. There's a Gen Z. Oh my goodness, what the freak? Seriously. I hate to laugh at them at the end of the day, but it is what it is. We sit there and just watch them, just look at them like, wow, survival rate actually 0. They're built different. People in Gen X are built definitely different. I mean, come on, man. I mean, half the stuff I did when I was a kid, I should be dead by now. My mother, at the end of the day, as long as you didn't basically lop off your head, or a couple of fingers, you would consider to be good. So you fall off your bike, you break your arm at the end of the day, get your kid friends to sign it, and you all go out and do dumb stuff again. Maybe you'll break the other one. Who even knows? But yeah, they're just so they're cuddled. They're literally cuddled. You never heard of no freaking gluten-free. We never didn't have that stuff. You just ate whatever the freak you ate. If you had a peanut allergy, you figured it out the hard way. You ended up in the hospital. We were tougher then. Much tougher. You ever seen the freaking Carnival of Horrors when it came to the freaking gym outdoor equipment for the playground? Our stuff was brutal. that we had in the day. Metal sliding boards that would heat up in the sun and tear off most of your skin coming down. I want that one in the sucker's chest first. Yeah, monkey bars that were like 9 feet tall. There was no freaking cushions waiting for us. It was nothing but sticks and gravel, and God knows what was waiting for you. You fell off it, it didn't break anything. You fall flat on your face, you get back up, you climb again. I remember watching this white kid climb across. He missed the bar. He went straight on his face. A cloud of dust came up. He dusted off and just got back up. And that was it. That's what we do at the end of the day. Jumping over your friends. I miss those days of the Evil Knievel and the freaking bikes with the banana seats with the high handlebars and the tassels hanging off of them. And you line up a group of your friends, and you just jump over them. You crash and burn. Last man gets hit with the back of the bike, and everybody had a good day. That was it. Falling out of trees. I got so many stitches when I was a kid, it wasn't even funny. Now today, oh, please. I watch the little ones fall off something and cry straight to their mom. Oh, it's all right, baby. It's all right. Mom, like, hey, what's wrong with you? Go out there and, handle yours. Gee whiz. Can't have this, can't have that, blah, da, 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 da. Well, kids don't go and get the crap beat out of them anyway. Just don't do it anymore. I was always breaking something. Fell out of a tree, climbing a tree and hit a slug and slipped and caught the last branch down and broke a rib. Yep. Oh man, every kid. I remember I used to envy kids that broke their arms because everybody would sign their cast. My day came eventually. I broke my arm. Well, yeah, we just did reckless stuff, but that's just how kids were. I remember I was talking to a friend of mine. She didn't want to let her kids go out in the backyard and play because she was afraid they're going to slip on the ice. Big deal. We slipped on ice all the time. As a matter of fact, we used to slide down ice on our sneakers. And you'd fall and hit your head, and get back up, and just shake it off and do it again. And they want to go in the back and play in the snow because they're afraid someone's going to get hurt. I'm not trying to tell people how to raise their kids at the end of the day. I mean, everybody has their own way, but the way we grew up was completely different. When you found out you had, like I said, we didn't have any of those. You ate whatever you ate, that was pretty much it. If you found out you had an allergic reaction to something, then you go to the nurse and they find your face was all swelled up and you end up going to the hospital. That was basically about it. I think I seen one kid had a peanut allergy and he swelled up pretty good at the table. I literally watched his head like pop. Other than that, nope. Fall, get back down, get beat up, come back in, go back out and fight, whatever. Right here, the gym equipment we had, the tetherball. Good God, the tetherball was brutal. Especially if you had kids that were bigger than you and they were stronger. And they would hit that ball and that ball would come past you 100 miles an hour. Tetherball. Teach you to take a punch to the face and get back up. Because that's what you did. You broke your nose and blood squirted all over the place. You stuff some tissue up there and they go right back out there and play. My personal favorite was the one, I don't know what they called that thing. It was a big disc and you would get on, a bunch of kids would spin around and every once in a while somebody would trip and get dragged by it. And your friends would just sit there and just laugh at you because it was funny. But now, no. Those rides are all freaking proof now. They're all freaking safety proof. All right, I got this 2040. This one's done glass screen, so I'm happy with this. I'm going to apply for that one because I got to swap this one out. That's what that stands for. I was wondering what that was standing for. All right, let me put this in my own category. Save it. Put down new update. A new update. Update. That one's finished. Can't get access to that. Okay, no problem. Let me see. Cancel this. I'm gonna do a retouch up and remove it. Have to make that a little bit wider. Everybody laughs about that to me. You want your kids to grow up like Jenny? Oh, heck no. 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 I don't even know where this rule came in where you can't literally beat your kids. Because, again, um, some of y'all kids be out of control. Y'all curse at y'all and scream at y'all and throw things around and all that nonsense. I was coming up, you did that nonsense. You got the living crap kicked out of you. Like, we didn't do that nonsense. But now, I guess they said it's a child abuse. And then you got some parents that treat their kids like they're adults, or they're just little adults. You just have to give them a chance to express themselves. Yeah, we got problems at the end of the day. You kids ain't worried around my property or nothing whatsoever, because we're gonna have problems. Because I'm not gonna take it on the kid. I'm gonna come over and see you. That's what I'm gonna take it out on. Okay, if you can't discipline your child and he tears up something of mine, you're gonna pay for it at the end of the day, or we're just gonna come over and have a talk. Oh, he's just an adult. He's just expressing himself. No, my dad expressed himself when he did something stupid. If he told you to do something, you went and did it. That was it. There was no ifs, ands, no buts, no excuses. Just you get it done. That's it. One of the things I will never understand, and I never grew up that way ever, is being able to walk into your parents' room. That was forbidden. You walk in there, that was a death sentence. You didn't go in there for jack unless you was given full permission. And even if your mom gave you permission and your dad came and caught you up there, man, you had a lot of explaining to do. You had to scream for your mother to keep your dad from killing you, so he could come up. She could come and explain. Oh, I told him he could come in here. That was a forbidden area. You could never walk in that room. I remember being downstairs watching some TV, and they would call me upstairs for something. And I remember coming upstairs, and I couldn't walk in that room. I had to knock on the door first, and then when they gave me permission, I can enter, and that was it. I'd stop at the foot of their bed, because that's where you're supposed to be at, and they talk to you, and then you turn around, don't look back, don't crack jokes, because you get your head knocked in. Open up the door, close it, and dare don't say nothing as you're walking down the stairs. And that was the end of it. Now kids today, they bust into the room, jump all over the bed, screaming, yell, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, right. If I had kids, I wish my son or daughter would walk in that room. We're not having it. Yes, ma'am. No, sir. That's the way it should be. And got people, parents, they call their parents by their maiden, their name and all that. No, 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 no. We're not doing any of that. Let me see. Put that text in. I gotta change this one. Let's see which one we got here. I think that's it right there. And change it over to a little bit of this right here. That should give me what I want. And that's the combination for it. Let's see. I don't know. So you're too old-fashioned. No, people just ain't old-fashioned enough. I mean, my mom was coming up, other people could beat your kids. You talk back to one of those neighbors, they beat the crap out of you. And they get the right to do it because you couldn't disrespect. Now, they don't got no respect for anybody whatsoever. Young people today ain't got no respect for jack. They don't. They don't. And it stems from the parents. That's where it comes from. You let them do whatever the freak they want to do, and they take that nonsense out and they conflict other people with it. But I tell people at the end of the day that if you don't discipline your kids, somebody will. And it's true. You teach them to do whatever they want to do, and they'll bump into the wrong person. There's plenty of those. There's plenty of them. Walking among the earth, you bump into one of them, yeah, you'll learn. That's when you'll learn. You're bumping into one of them. But I saw that one where the kid slapped his own mother, told her to shut up and this, that, and the other, and she let that nonsense slide. Oh, gee whiz, you've got to be kidding me. I dated a woman who had a spoiled daughter, gave her everything she freaking wanted. She was only about 4 years old. Went to the store. She got mad because she couldn't have the cereal she wanted and did this tantrum, started breaking things and throwing things. Oh, she's just having a moment. Oh, yeah. They had a moment, all right. Ain't no way in the world. And then they carry on and act up. They're going to treat you with disrespect. That means they're going to treat other people with disrespect. And they're going to bump into the wrong person one day. And then get lit. Let me see, glass screen. That's why it's better to discipline them, teach them respect, because you never know who you bump into out there in the real world. Learn to respect other people. You don't have to worry about disrespecting the wrong people. Let's see, 16.9. 16.9 glass, the glass right there. Ooh, I wonder if we could do that with the glass. That would be sick. I wonder, I gotta talk to this company who makes these. They make these from scratch. They literally melt this glass. They have this glass already melted and poured. Can we put objects in the glass? I mean, I don't want objects in the screen because it's transparent, so you'll be able to see stuff. But the border itself, can they make it like on the edge? I got to talk to them about that because I got some pretty cool ideas I want done, especially with these right here. Glass screen. All right, this is updated. Glass screen. It's going to change here. Let me see, get the update for it. That's a save. And we'll put down in new update. FLE. This is done. Don't have to worry about it again for a while. New update. Oh, we have a slideshow on that one? Okay, then those have to be taken out. Each one of those have to be removed for the new one. Let me see. Where would you be at anyway? Oh, great goodness. We don't even know where we put the folder at to begin with. First things first, where's the folder? Where's the folder? Which one is the folder for this one? Let me see. I'm saving this one. Where did this go to? (2024) FLE technology. That's where it's at? All right, that's the folder it's at. 2024 FLE technology. All right. Okie dokie. See where you're at. 2024. All right, where are we at in here? Let's just check Plum Fair. We don't have any here. It didn't transfer to here. This is FLE technology. FLE technology wouldn't be any one of these. Why don't we put it in here? It would have been a lot easier to find it. Should have put it into 2024. Update done. It should be under new update. So this isn't it right here, but it would be under new update. So it has to be in the 2024 file. FLE, let me see. So gamer screens. Oh man. FLE-24. There's a lot of files I gotta go through. This is what frustrates me. I hate it when I had to go through this crap because you'll put stuff in there and save it, and the system you can't even find it. It's in there, but I don't see it. No, it's in 2020. There we go. 2024 technology. There we go. All right, let me see. This is the one that's done. This is the new update. So it goes to this one right here. Wait. That was the Shamrock. Was that the Shamrock I was looking for? It was the Shamrock. Then I got the wrong one. All right. And then Shamrock has to be in here. This is a new update. All right. So that's one. I was about to put the wrong one in there. All right. All right. Perfect. All right. You're the new one here. Let me get you out of there. And you are actually the old one. Yes, the old one. I can see it from there. All right. I gotta get you an update for that one there. Give me this one. All right, I'm gonna swap you for this one over here. Get over there. All right, there we go. That's perfect. Okay, that's saved. All right, so where is, that's the picture slideshow. That's updated. And this is the front label. Come on. Oh, come on, be nice. I'm gonna move the minute I click on it. All right, that one's done. Okay, cool. All right, ouch. Where's the, okay, we changed the Leviathan. Leviathan doesn't have it on it. All right, that's the only one that had it on it. So that's already saved. Let's save this one. Let's just publish this one. We're done with it. All right, that's already finished. Go over here and let's grab the, where are we at? We gotta grab the, oh, that's not element page. We need to get the Sugar Plum Fairy has to be replaced. Where are you at? Sugar Plum Fairy. FLE wallpaper projection screens. Nope, gotta change that. That has to be renamed. That's no longer wallpaper. Come on, be nice. Put down glass. That's changed for that one. All right. Bet you $100. I gotta go into search engine optimizer, change all that out. Gee whiz, Louise, I swear. Let me see. All right, this is a screen right here for Leviathan. What the hell was missing on Leviathan? No, Sugar Plum Fairy. We have to do the Sugar Plum Fairy now. Go pop over there. Oh man, looking forward to getting the rest of this stuff done. Ah. I'm not looking forward to storage. My storage unit is a freaking crazy nightmare in there. I gotta go in there and I gotta find, oh, I've gotta find a couple of things in there. I gotta find the, we gotta bring out the 36, we gotta bring out the 1000 lumen projector, we gotta bring out Old Faithful. I gotta buy my find my sample sheets because I know I got a Dark Star 9 in there somewhere. And I have a distributorship notification in there too also too. There's a company that actually was going to ship our product. They're still going to distribute our product, but at the time I was going to do a screen paint, but I decided not to do a screen paint because it would be a headache, especially if you're doing overseas. Again, it is really hard to ship chemicals overseas. Extremely hard. You have to have a ton of paperwork to do it. Physical screens, easy. Chemical, no, very hard to do. So you go on through customs with about 80 to 100 gallons of paint, that's not going to go well. Well, it can go well. It's just a lot. It's a headache. It's a real headache. But when you're doing something like a physical structure, yeah, it's a lot easier to do. So since now we got physical screens coming out, I'm definitely going to contact them, send them a sample of the technology, and see where we go from there. Because they said they would distribute our technology. We just have to have a lot of information, testing, all that stuff on it. But again, I'd rather do a physical screen instead. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to actually contact them and let them know that we're still interested, and we're interested in basically shipping a physical screen. Which one would I go with? I would go with the blackout cloth service. You know why? We can ship that thing inside of an envelope and send it over with no problem. That's what makes it fantastic. Unlike the wallpaper screens, yeah, they can be rolled up on tubes and stuff, but I would rather do that one right there. If we're going to be doing those particular screens, those screens have multiple applications. They're 150 inches. They're front and rear technology. It can be used for visual effects. It can be used for DJ screens. There's so many things you can use with the technology. It's not even funny. And they're extremely easy to ship. So, yep, shipping on them things would be nothing at all. It would cost them nothing. It would cost us nothing. It's fantastic. Perfect screen to do. So that's what we're going to send them over. Let me see. Sugar Plum Fairy. We got all this updated for you. Let's go get your label and update your label. Let me see. I'm going to change the label. Yeah. It should say new update. There we go. It's a new update. How many hours did we do? Gee whiz, I was on there this long? Really? Oh, man. Yeah, that's why I got to pay somebody to do this. Because it's 4 hours. This is almost 4 hours I've been doing updates. So I'm paying somebody to do this. This would be so much easier because, again, I got other things I could be doing, but the updates have to be done. Because changes come all the time and update for your new changes. Okay, let's get this one done right here. This is on the far end. I'm just going to eliminate this one right here because we don't need that. And let's go grab another one because we already have it uploaded to our folder. Grab that, put it on there, and we're done. And voila. 4 hours of updating, almost 4 hours of updating. This is why I had to be here at 6 o'clock because it took 4 hours to do the update. Updates usually take that much time. So that gives me now, it's around 10 o'clock. I'm now finishing up my updates. It's 10 o'clock. I still got to run out the door and I got a ton of errands to run today. I got to go back over to the other building where we're going to be advertising the ad tech to let them know we're still here. And I got to go pick up some stuff because we're going to be doing a demonstration tomorrow for a $4 projection screen. Oh, and I still got to call the company to get the certified service. So I got to get that done and go to storage and pick up the stuff that I need to finish some other stuff I have to do. So it's a lot of stuff I have to do. And I got another location where we're going to be doing some demonstrations at. It's going to be freaking cool. So a lot to do. Save this right here. The FLE spray is so smooth. I'll tell you something. I might be doing more spray on demonstrations with that than roll on. Very easy to do. All right, so all this is updated. All this is ready to go right there. Oh, man, I'll tell you. And I still have to, let me see. Go pop over to Facebook. Oh, we got questions coming in. What? Let me go over to, I want to put up here real quick. Oh, we got to drag and drop those in? Mother freaking George, really? Chawa. Where are we at? Jawa. Oh, we didn't put specifications on that, so we're literally going to go and put specifications on that. Gee whiz, really? There's more work for me to do. Huh. All right, that works for me. I'm good. I'm good on that. I'm good. I'll do it later on because right now I got to go through all those folders. All right, people, that's basically about it. I got to get out of here. I got much to do. I'm a little late on a few things I got to do. I didn't think this was going to run this long, but at least we got it done and it's finished. Got to go. Thank you all for your time and God bless. Jai Wa.